I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Hell Ranger 1 vs 5, and this is going to be Velocity Gaming winning TEC Challenger Series.
The clock is ticking down. Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 3, powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD, but act as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. I am CA, your host and caster, joined by Aggressive, caster and analyst, and today we're bringing to you yet another exciting set of 6 games. Starting that off is ParaTroops, a team that we got to see yesterday. They're looking really strong, Aggressive yesterday. What do you think they're going to do today?
ParaTroops, I'm looking forward to being NSL Mamba again, showing up and showing the aggression that they had during the last games of yesterday. And this is probably the new 5-up. Who knows? And I'm really looking forward to see what they're bringing to the table today. Maybe some new strats, maybe some hot, spicy picks, maybe a Viper, and finally your dream will come true. We never know.
I mean, so recently I got note that a Viper was actually picked by C9 of all teams. So I'm hoping some teams will start picking up eventually. We'll get to see it. But I'm expecting it today. Definitely for ParaTroops yesterday, it was Edit999 and Glyph who stole the show. The Killjoy and the Phoenix looking really, really strong. And today it's going to be up to them to step up the way they did. Or we might just see players like Mamba and Binks, who we know to be high caliber players, to be stepping up. Either way, this team is going to be a sight to watch. But on the opposite side, it is definitely not a team you can discount, because now we're in the round of 32. Things are getting extremely serious. One more win and you get an extra life in the tournament, basically. So we'll have to see which teams are able to come out on top and which teams just fail at that last moment, last edge. What I'm really excited for is to see consistency from ParaTroops, because while they had a brilliant game yesterday, I feel like they had a few edges that they could have refined, and I'm hoping that to continue being a top-tier team, they're doing just that.
Yeah, that is very much true. And we are seeing a lot of that coming out. For example, Glyph and Edit are very disciplined players, but from everyone else, I saw a lot of aggression coming out from them, a bit too much of pushing, a bit too much of less aggression. A lot of those disciplined plays need to come in from everyone and not just a couple of players coming out from Paratroopers.
Yeah, it always boils down to, at least for me as a player, when I'm facing a harder opposition, I feel the desire and the motivation inside myself to step up and play up to the mark. And as ParaTroops progress through the rounds, I'm hoping that they're going to feel a similar kind of motivation, look to make themselves the best on the stage, the site, and the map right here. Now, moving into the actual match, right, I want to talk about like how the other team can approach this, because the way, as you mentioned, the way ParaTroops played a lot yesterday, they played in a way that they controlled one side with the help of a Killjoy, and then used the other agents to push in aggressively and try to swarm around the other team in general. Now, what we saw them on yesterday was split, and that's a very effective site for that to happen. Today, we'll be seeing them on a different map, so I'm curious to see how they're able to innovate. But blind is what we're going to be saying today. So what do you expect coming out from the opposite team against ParaTroops, having seen them on stream already?
ParaTroops as a team, I've seen them go for a lot of hyper-aggressive plays, but it's going to be really difficult because ParaTroops as a team, they do a lot of hyper-aggressive plays, but if their aggressive plays don't really work out in their favor, there are multiple moments I see them just switch it up, go into much more passive play, a much more simpler play. All of those things are coming into fruition with a team like ParaTroopers. And what I want to see from ACEquad is just make sure that they change up their strats as well whenever ParaTroops are actually changing their strats. And this needs to be done on the fly. They cannot really make or break anything, and they need to think about it. Okay, so ParaTroops are playing like this, and we need to switch our strats immediately, and everyone needs to be well-oiled, because ParaTroopers as a team, we have seen them, they have that level of coordination, they have that level of confidence, and that level of trust of every single player, that they're going to be playing to their topmost level, and everyone is going to be able to refrag, or everyone's going to be able to aggress in literally a moment's notice. And ACEquad needs to properly retaliate against those kind of plays.
Yeah, definitely. Now, looking at the compositions, we're in the round of 32, and we saw this Sage lineup in the earlier rounds a lot. Not really something I was expecting in the round of 32, but like I took it upon myself to take a second to look back at the Sage lineups and think about what they can do as compared to why they shouldn't do this. So the reasons why we don't like to see the Sage, very obvious, because her nerfs, her walls become sort of not usable reactively. You have to use it proactively, and her heals got nerfed. But what you can do with Sage is you can use it in a way that you either use it completely proactively on bind, block off like say A short or B hookah, and then look to hold off the other side with your duelist. Or you can just play it like a duelist, like we've seen multiple other pro players do. I'm hoping ACExQUAD, now in the top 32, like one of the best 32 teams in the entire tournament, is able to do something creative with it, because otherwise I think this is going to be an issue.
It's going to be a huge issue, and of course, if we look at hyper-aggressive Sage, we need to talk about David P, who's still running it for one of the best teams in the entirety of Europe, being G2 right now, and who knows, maybe ACEquad is going to pull out a G2 on us, we will never know. But still a very good teams coming out from both sides, and we are going to be watching a side of a B stack right now going up on this side, but still it's going to be quite a split. C-long push is going to be happening quite frequently as we're seeing a shower angle take over. They're trying to find something right now. Strix does spot out Phoenix right there on this B short angle. Will he be able to find it? But no, Shuwa Star is able to take down Strix with a well-placed headshot right there. And this does open up a lot of factors, and probably ParaTroopers are panicking right now.
Yeah, ParaTroops 4-5 having lost the man down. This is the defense half though, and they have the Killjoy to securely hold one side. I think they will just be playing it really slow, waiting for ACExQUAD to bring it to them. But ACExQUAD starting this match off with first blood for themselves, looking good. Still the pistol round. ACExQUAD playing it very, very slowly. They look like a team who understands the idea that they do not need to rush things unnecessarily, looking for picks and playing the map slowly. But now Mamba takes down OPM, who is playing a bit aggressively down A Showers, not matching his team's tempo as such. 3 members of ACExQUAD now down at A short. 1 member looking at B will take the teleporter, committing to A site is ACExQUAD. 4 versus 2 on site, but 4 versus 4 on the map. We'll see who's able to come out on top. The boombot delays them for a long time. The swarm grenade to try to clear out the corner. Iskabon takes down Binks, and that's the advantage to ACExQUAD. The wall will go up, and so will the spike.
Very much true, and with that number SR going down as well, the fight has been completely stormed into, but comes in from the side, it's Edit on double headshot takes, and Shuva Star being the only one left, and Shuva Star, he is on a tear right now with those headshots, one after the next, and this man seemingly does not miss. Very nicely played from ACExQUAD, using the clock to their advantage and making them panic hard, and ParaTroopers, they didn't know which side they were gonna hit, which side where they were gonna go. And this is what won them the round entirely, out of just the rotations and just the patient play that they did.
Yeah, ParaTroops, while they held up really well in defense, ACExQUAD, the patience with which they were approaching the entire round, OPM did get caught off a little bit, but the rest of his team committing to one side together at the same time, covering each other's backs and corners. Now a buy round for ACExQUAD and a eco round for ParaTroops. ParaTroops just looking to get some damage in. Binks doesn't check to his right, gets taken down by Flabby Eagle, and now once again it's ACExQUAD with the man advantage. ParaTroops looking to pull it back with this flank, double flank coming in from Strix. Strix with the classic takes on OPM, gets returned by Shivstar though. Now it's just Glyph on the Killjoy, a switch up of agents. Glyph no longer on the duelist, now playing the Killjoy. Edit playing the Sova. Shivstar takes down Glyph, and that's gonna make it 4v2 for ACExQUAD.
It's gonna be one of those fights, and this is just a lot how much damage that they can do against this, and maybe getting this Bulldog away from Messi's hand is gonna spell doom for their side, but ParaTroopers are not gonna be able to find it as the Sage comes in to give that backup, and ACExQUAD are looking quite pretty right now on their side. They're slowly moving in. The A side flank is gonna be going down soon, and everyone is storming in onto the side. Probably another fight between Edit and Shootstar right now. It's probably gonna be able to find it in Edit. Well-placed headshots coming out from this man, is able to take him down. Has a Spectre in hand, so there is still a very good chance that they're gonna be able to win this round. 3 versus 2 scenario right now, and through the smoke, Flappy Eagle is able to take him down. Good angle hold, and SR Mamba being the only one just stuck on this back end site right now, trying to get some form of an exit frag, but will he be able to find it is the real question.
So the most off-stage nerfs affected her in the attacking side as compared to the defensive side, because defensive side you can walk off the side proactively. Attacking side a bit harder when the vulnerable wall comes in. What ACExQUAD have done so far is take the round very slowly. As I say that, Mamba gets a kill, he'll escape, save the Spectre for himself. Now, what I was saying, so ACExQUAD, they take the round very slowly. They approach the round looking for picks, and then through the round, about a minute into the round, they look to commit to a site, use the Sage wall at a time where they assume that rotations have come out, and the Sage Wall cannot be taken down immediately to sort of split the site in half, and really nice to see that. But now, we'll take a quick look at the scorecard, because the damage that happened from ParaTroops in their eco round to ACExQUAD, 3 kills going down, was significant. We'll have to see what either team is able to pull out. Buy round for both teams, basically, so it's going to be an important round for ACExQUAD to take, because on the attacking side, if you can win the first buy round, you basically guaranteed a comfortable first half for yourself.
And especially, they're going to be actually going for a B take this time around, but this is the gun round, so we cannot put paratroopers out of this, and we have seen how deadly they are when it comes to the rifles. And Edit with the pistol plays as well. This is going to be one of those fights. This is going to be very difficult for them to take. No one is really pushing up the hookah angle right now, so this is quite a dangerous play if they only go up this B long angle right now, ladies and gentlemen. And it's immediately, just as I said, that Open is able to get Edit right there on the A side, and he's able to back out immediately. No HP lost as well, so this is going to be one of those fights that he's going to be regretting, as Glyph takes down ACExQUAD right now and spots out the Omen. They're going to take a fight with him right now, but they're just holding. They're playing it patient, and ACExQUAD is not really giving a lot of anything right now. The paratrooper is able to find it, and a good play coming out from Glyph right there, using the alarm bot to his advantage, and with Binks taking down Opum 4 versus 2 scenario right now, and things just look dark for the side of ACExQUAD.
30 seconds left.
Slappy is able to take down another one right there from the back end. Glyph holding it down from the sidelines, trying to make sure that no one enters this long angle. He knows that 2 players are there. The bomb has been taken, and the TP is being used immediately, and they are running back onto this A site right now. 3 versus 2 scenario, 14 seconds left on the clock. Will Mamba SR be able to hold it down? Uses the flash. He knows what they are. He's just gonna wait it out. He is gonna play the time right now. They know his last known location. 5 seconds, 4 seconds left on the clock, but the backup is already here, with Strix and Glyph getting 1 headshot each, taking them down, and finally paratroopers are able to take the round.
ParaTroops playing that round really well to make sure that they're not committing too hard even when they get the picks. Glyph, he got the opening kill onto the Sage when they were trying to push through B long, but they didn't push that. They just waited in their spots, knowing that they have time on their side. The initiative is on the side of ACExQUAD to make the plays from the backside of the CT area. Strix and Glyph able to clean it up, and I have to say, Strix and Glyph, Strix playing his usual jet, Glyph changing it up. They look just as good as they looked yesterday. Just as I say that, Strix, they look out. Oh my god, Strix with the triple. You cannot get past him. Binks will finish Messi off, and that'll be 5v1 for paratroops.
5v1, and Schuster with only a Deagle and a Dream right now, but we all know how good this man is on his pistols right now. Even with a Deagle, 1v5 is very much possible. And if he does play his cards right, and with the insane aim, who knows, he can pull off a miracle. This is one of those fights that we need to slowly see. That he's trying to push up through the CT spawn right now, trying to find someone, anyone right now, to do some damage, to get a gun away from his team. With ACExQUAD on the back foot, their economy is still going to be looking pretty, and as just a matter of how much damage can he do. But it seems like paratroops, they know for a fact that this man is dangerous, not really hunting him down, and here comes Strix with a 4K, just taking his head off right there, and Shubstar is sent back to spawn. Another round for the side of paratroops.
4 kills from Strix that round, and just as I was talking about, like, Strix, he's not seemed to have lost any of the tempo that he was carrying in the last match, because while Edit and Glyph led the score charts for their team last match, Strix was always the impact fragger, in the sense that he was always causing the entries, always changing up the way he's approaching the game, and you can see that with his positioning in hookah last round to get multiple kills to start it off, now positioning deep into B, assuming that they will have learned and adapted to his previous round positioning. Now 2-2, that was a eco round for the side of ACExQUAD, so this round going to be really important. If they can once again take the lead for themselves, it puts them in a really comfortable position, because you want to get to your defensive half at least 4 or 5 rounds. ACExQUAD now split up between B side and A side. ACExQUAD takes down Strix with the right crosshair placement, expecting where he is. Now the smokes will go out to deny the turret, and the commitment from the side of ACExQUAD will come down to B. Glyph through B long, takes down Messi. The running back is popped out, but the running back will not take out anybody. Just get the information of where Glyph is located. Now, ACExQUAD likely looking to rotate to A side because ParaTroops, they've rotated to B. We'll have to see who comes out on top. 4v4.
4v4, this is gonna be one of those scenarios, but Opum versus Binks. This is the one fight that's gonna open up everything right there from the side, and Opum is able to take down Binks right there. The A side has been completely busted into, and immediately the rotations are coming through. Edit though is already waiting out, or coming out from the CD spawn angle. He is slowly moving himself
30
over
seconds left.
towards U-Haul right now. Probably gonna find Binks immediately. Heard the sound, and Opum is able to get that clean one tap up, but that's not coming up from the side, but it's not gonna be enough. Opum is on a tear right now with the Empress in hand. 8 bullets, he knows where Glyph is right now. He's only gonna get the ping. Is he gonna be able to find it? No, he's not, but Shoop Star is right there for the refrag, taking him down. And ACExQUAD take another very convincing lead on the attacking half.
Yes.
I really like the way ACExQUAD play the map, like the way they've played it so far, because it's very reminiscent of what you expect from top tier teams. They have a lurker in the Reyna, OPM, who looks to cause chaos while the rest of their team look for picks in different areas of the map. OPM got caught out in the early stages, but he's ever since then only caught people out in the next few rounds. This time completely taking over with that kill onto Binks, popping the Empress, and then that flick right here near elbow is just absolutely amazing to get the Sova down. 3-2 ACExQUAD, they win the buy round, take the lead once again on the attacking half, looking like a team that is gonna take this all the way against the ParaTroops. ParaTroops, they're on the defensive hub. They have the operator Strix. Oh my god, Strix is second, takes out Shivstar. Strix, boy, oh boy, that's how you make the 5,000 credit gun worth it.
In Paladins, there's a character called Strix who has a sniper rifle from the game I came from, and holy hell, those headshots were backband level. Those were perfectly well-placed headshots, and it was fast. Strix is feeling it today. Probably woke up on the right side of the bed, it seems, and Opum trying to get something right now. Probably gonna find out Biggs, but the paranoia does come through, and Opum 2 HP and a dream. He can't find it as he does get taken down from the side, and Strix, again, those nasty headshots with the operator coming out on that B-long angle. That's all that they're gonna be needing as ParaTroopers take one more round. And I will add something though, this is dangerous. Both teams are losing one round and winning one round, so their economies are taking quite a big hit.
Yeah, so it's gonna end up being the team that can take the advantage first, that just runs away with the match potentially, or we're just going to overtime, and I'm really hyped for that. We'll just have to see. But right now, it's ACExQUAD looking to just shift up the strategy. No longer the lurker is OPM. All 5 members looking towards B, with the bot plays down the A side link to make sure there's no backstabs coming in. 5 members moving down B long. Glyph in this cubby near the teleporter. Will Glyph go down, or will he find multiple kills? We'll have to see. It will be Glyph going down. OPM first to the trigger, finds him, takes him down, and now ACExQUAD, I think they're gonna take the TP. Or will they commit to B side? I think taking the TP would be the really smart move. And they do just that. The Sage going through the TP. Oh my god, these are just mind games. There's a Sage going to the TP to play mind games with ParaTroops. The rest of their team staying and looking to push into B.
This is just so smart coming out from ACExQUAD right now. But Strix, he's probably gonna find FaReSports right now. The shot misses. He needs to take this kill. This is very much important. If he's able to find it, and yes, he does find Open right now, the only rifle for their team, and one of the solid fraggers, and the secondary flash for the entire squad. They're slowly making their way up to elbow right now. The firewall has been used properly from their end, but Strix is the only one left on this side. He probably knows that there's one push coming on the elbow angle. Mamboyasar is coming from the side. He's gonna be able to find one pick onto Superstar. Has another one, but he's not expecting Flappy Eagle to sit there on the elbow angle. He does get taken down. Biggs comes in at the back with a showstopper, takes him down. And he is able to take them open as well. That's all that they're going to be needing. 2 versus 2 scenario right now. Killjoy ultimate has been used. And will they be able to hold the side is the real question. 12 seconds left on the clock.
10 seconds
The plan
left.
is not yet down, ladies and gentlemen. Strix does get caught out right there. But 5 seconds left on the clock and no plan. And ParaTroopers played the clock properly. And they do take that defensive half. Very nicely done from their side.
A bit too many mind games from ACExQUAD there. When the Sage goes through the TP, I think they should just commit to B side. Like wait for about 10 seconds for the rotations because of the TP noise to come through, and then commit to B side. Or all of you just take the TP and go to A side, because waiting there for so long allows ParaTroops a moment to think, and more importantly, lets the timer just go down and down and down and reduce the the period of time you have left for error. ParaTroops right there, they went 2-2, but they won the round because of the timer expiring, and they will take the lead in this matchup for the first time now. Spam through the smoke for multiple players. Nobody will find each other just yet. ACExQUAD, they've reverted back to their usual style. OPM lurking down at Shah's. The rest of his team looking to find picks before they commit. We'll see who's able to get first blood, because that might be the biggest influence in this match.
That is pretty much true right there from your side, CA. And things have slowed down again. This is completely one of those teams that we are seeing that they're going to be playing very slowly, very methodically, trying to find something that maybe if paratroopers over-aggress, maybe if they are just not checking one corner, they're waiting for those kind of moments. But I'm loving this from the side of paratroops that they are not really forcing anything right now. They're playing their cards right, they're waiting it out, and they're just wanting to see slowly of what's gonna happen, and they're not aggressing. A lot of the common mistakes that we see from the lower level teams, like, okay, no one's really attacking, okay, we gotta push. But as a defensive team, they're playing their cards right, and we all know that they are very good hyper-aggressively as well. And just as I say that, Banks tries to get something onto the Phoenix right there. He's not going to be able to find it, as Escamon is going to take that immediate refrag, even with the paranoia being onto him. Mamba SR does get taken down by Opum on the side right there. Strix is on the top end. Edit takes one onto Opum. He's holding down the side on this back corner. Cubby right now that has the shock darts in hand. It's one onto the Omen, probably not going to be able to find it. Recon does go through as well. Killjoy ultimate has been used for the side of paratroopers. Get that good clean headshot and Edit. He's looking to close it out right now, one after the next. The body star just dropping. Shuvstar is able to take down Edit right there, but Strix comes in on the side, probably with the operator in hand, taking down 1-2 versus 1 scenario coming out for the Killjoy. Will he be able to find it is a real question, but Strix way quicker with that operator shot takes him down on the A short angle, and that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen, as paratroopers take another round.
Grenade out.
ParaTroops coming out on top that round, so huge. Even though they're down 3-4, the Killjoy ultimate coming down, creating so much chaos for them. Edit using the Killjoy ultimate and the people backing out of it to get multiple kills there, and Strix on his back with the operator from heaven, getting multiple kills as well, meaning they turn around the man disadvantage instantly and then go for the diffuse with the operator player holding down the angle where they know the other player is. Brilliantly played by ParaTroops, acknowledging every single possibility in terms of how the other team could approach the lockdown coming in, and that's Strix with 12 kills leading the boards for ParaTroops. Now we'll take one more look at the scorecard, see what the loadouts for the side of ACExQUAD is. It's basically full buys, just one Bulldog for Shivstar, both the duelists for ACExQUAD leading, so a really close match so far for either teams. But ACExQUAD, they just need 1 or 2 more rounds and their attacking half will be a relative success, because 4 is the magic number. If you get more than 4, I'm very happy going into defensive half. We'll see if ACExQUAD can be. Empress comes out from OPM, it will be a commit to B side. The flash comes out, the boombot does some damage, and Shivstar is very low. Mamba will take down OPM as well. ACExQUAD looking to push into B, but stopped in that track by ParaTroops. Brink finds another, and that's 5v2, and the spike is down.
5v2 and the spike is down. Brink getting a very good grenade kill and taking a good amount of damage, but Strix not going to be able to fight it right there. The Pain Shell do come out, spots him out, but Shuvstar spots out the head even further. That is what Pika's advantage looks like, ladies and gentlemen. And Shuvstar another well-placed headshot with this Bulldog right now. Why would you need a Vandal or a Phantom when you have a Bulldog in hand, Shuvstar says. And he's going to be able to find those picks. Messi opens up another one as well from the side, takes a TP, and this is a rush onto this A site right now, ladies and gentlemen. Edit being the only one there. No over rotations coming out from Binks, it seems. He's just going to be waiting it out. He's still sitting on this hookah angle. This is quite dangerous. Edit spot out Messi right now. Did not have the gun in hand to take that fight with him. Recon Bolt does go through, and it seems as though Binks is not going to be able to hold it. Spike Plan does go down, and Binks is finally rotating, coming out from the side. Run it back has been used from the side of Shuvstar, trying to find something right now. He's just holding this angle. He's not even pushing. He's not even doing anything. He's wasting as much time as he possibly can, with Messi coming out from the side to refrag his teammate over on his body, and Binks pushing through the smoke, gets taken down by the 2 people peeking him right there. And peekaboo to Binks, and another round for ACExQUAD.
Yeah, like, ACExQUAD looking really strong. They've reached the magic number. They have 4 rounds, and winning that round also means they've stabilized their economy. I feel like it's up to ParaTroops now to make sure they at least get a lead in the defensive half, because while we know how good ParaTroops can be on attack because of their style of gameplay, Bind not really an attacker favored map. So I assume ACExQUAD, they know exactly how to approach the defensive side with the Sage, use the wall to block off one side, and then use the Killjoy to block off another. Defensive is going to be a very comfortable situation for ACExQUAD. So ParaTroops, they have to look to take the lead in this first half. Now, for ACExQUAD, a completely different strategy, all spread out. It is just Binks and Glyph holding down for ParaTroops on B side, and on the other side, Strix in the showers with the operator will just mow down OPM, make it 5v4 in favor of ParaTroops, forcing ParaTroops to reconsider where they want to go and move to B side. Now the Paranoia comes out, blinds Glyph. The Boombot will reveal where they are. The Omen ultimate will come out, and you will see, just for information, down in B long, Messi takes down Glyph, and ParaTroops from man advantage, they're down to a man disadvantage, and you see ACExQUAD committing to B side.
This is a very hard push coming out from ACExQUAD right now. They're just storming onto this B side and no one is on there. Post-plan situations coming out from every single member right now. Idit trying to get a through-wall kill right there, but not still wall bangable. Should start holding the smoke down tightly. Tries to find it. Ooh, good micro adjustment and another flick onto Bombasar. Just popping heads left, right, and center. This Phoenix is on fire now, ladies and gentlemen. ParaTroops, Strix, only one remaining right now, has an operator in hand. Will he be able to find something is a real question, but no one from ACExQUAD is even giving him a chance right now. And I think this is just going to be one of those saves and just exit frags. And ooh, good try, put the flick right there, trying to get something onto Messi right now, but he's not going to be able to find it. And needs to back out with the operator in hand and tail between his legs. Tries to find it and gets Messi right there. Good readjustment on his end. And another one probably coming onto the Sage. The Sage is not really pushing. He knows the one player is there. Tries to get a double peek. I'm gonna find it. A good save from both sides, but a really good attack from ACExQUAD.
5-5. ACExQUAD, they lost the first man down in that round when Strix was able to find a kill onto OPM with the operator down in the showers. But then they completely switch it up. They go towards B side. They use the Paranoia in coordination with their push so well, granting them multiple kills and the advantage. And Shuvsar, post-plan positions beautifully played. Headshot, grants his team the easy finish to that round. You see for ParaTroops, a eco round, but just Strix on the operator that he was able to save now. 5-5. ParaTroops, they cannot afford to give up the lead in the attacking half to ACExQUAD. ACExQUAD, they're spread out. This time the lurker is Shuvstar, and OPM with the team. We'll see if Shuvstar able to do anything, but Binks with that shift taps down OPM, gives ParaTroops once again the man advantage. Now the Omen ultimate coming out, going towards the spawn is Messi. He's teleported in behind them. Can he find the kills? Finds one. Can he find the other? Creating so much chaos is Messi, evening it up for his team, making it 4v4 and making ParaTroops question their positioning. And it takes down Messi, but the Sage ult coming out will mean it's once again 4v4, but the grenade, oh my god.
Binks is just answering back with every single one of his abilities. ParaTroopers do have the man advantage right now, but especially on a game like a Valorant where the attacking side does not read the man advantage, but it seems like Edit says otherwise. Shuvstar coming out from the side. He knows his last known position. He knows that Glyph is there as well, taking them down with two well-placed headshots, ladies and gentlemen. ACExQUAD are bringing it back once more, even with the man advantage on their side. ParaTroopers are crumbling under the pressure, and Shuvstar is leading the charge. The bomb is in hand. The bomb has been planted, ladies and gentlemen. Strix with the operator. Will he be able to find anything is the real question. Does have the ultimate. Uses the knives out. He's trying to find ACExQUAD right now, but in the back end, we are seeing Shuvstar, but an amazing thing coming out from Strix to take him down. Well played headshot. And ParaTroopers take that round with Strix carrying everyone on his back.
That's how you use the Blade Storm Strix? Oh my god. That was the eco for ParaTroops, with the only exception of Strix, who had the operator using the Blade Storm and his conserved ultimate so well to get the last two kills, using the dash updraft to get right above the Sage in his Kabon right here, and then switching around in time, using the left click this time to get the headshots against Shuvstar. Brilliant round by Strix, and it will give his team at 6-5 another chance to take the advantage against ACExQUAD in their own defensive half. Now Strix with the operator down in B long will find OPM, will just shoot at the Reyna layer and dash away. B commit hard by ACExQUAD, all 5 members looking to push in. Strix making the smart call and backing off. Now, ACExQUAD, all 5 members pushing into the site. We'll see what they're able to do. They're all just playing it slow. The firewall has come out, splitting the site in half, looking to make their way towards elbow, find a pick and then commit. They could easily go towards the TP. Instead, they're staying right there, and Glyph will take down Shivstar and make it ParaTroops in the lead.
Even just to say that Mamba SR comes in from the back end, takes like 2 picks with the headshots with Glyph as well, and everyone from the side of ParaTroopers are just holding strong right now. Flappy Eagle tries to get a headshot, but good jiggles coming out from Binks right there is able to get a fast one on Flappy and a team ace for the side of ParaTroops.
Yeah, ParaTroops 7-5. It looked a bit shaky when it went 5-5, I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit concerned, but they've seemed to rally it back, winning the last 2 rounds of the first half, granting them that tempo shift. And now, on the attacking side, it's time for their creativity to flourish. We'll see if their creativity comes out on top, or it's ACExQUAD, who've been very reliable, very patient, very calm, and very confident in their gameplay. Now, ACExQUAD on the defensive side, ParaTroops on the attacking side. The Sage is at B side. So the Sage potentially looking to reactively wall B long or garage depending on the push. But for ParaTroops, they're all over at A side. The Killjoy holding down A side with the help of OPM and the Omen. Now you see the A side push coming out. The Leer comes out just to delay it a bit longer. Boombot by ParaTroops to find some information, will not find anything. Now they will spot OPM and Strix goes down real road 32. ParaTroops heavily committing to B side, A side, and Glyph and Mamba each taking down a kill each will make it 5v3 in the favor of ParaTroops, winning this pistol round.
This pistol round win is going to be very convincing, it seems, for a 5 versus 3 scenario right now, but 2 players are extremely low from the side of ParaTroops. They need to make sure they make every HP number count, and Glyph says yes right there. Takes down 1, and Shivstar, well placed crosshair right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is all that they're going to be needing, but Edit is answering back with his own headshots, and Mamba SR with those 3 kills from his end is able to find a lot, and Team ParaTroops take a very convincing pistol round.
I wonder if that round forces ACExQUAD to reconsider the Sage positioning, because I think the best position for Sage is down at A garage, A short. You can, before the round even starts, using the help of the boxes, wall off in front of the TP, and that basically denies one entrance. You just have to look after A shars, and you can place the Killjoy over at B side to hold it down. But they're doing the opposite. The Killjoy will be holding down A, and the Sage likely looking to wall off B mid into hookah. We'll just see. Right now though, ParaTroops, they're looking to push into A again. It is the eco round for the side of ACExQUAD. ParaTroops, they've bought. They have the Spectres, and with that, they'll get a kill. The Boombot will reveal the positioning of Shivstar, and the Paranoia perfectly placed to blind him out on his retreat. Binks and Glyph each getting a kill will mean it's 5v2 now for ParaTroops, looking for a flawless buy round.
This is gonna be one of those rounds, and of course this is an eco round, so you're just gonna try to do some damage with Team ACExQUAD. It's not gonna be able to find it as a perfectly executed attack and well played from the side of ParaTroops. The Paranoia was perfectly played. Binks was in the perfect position to make use of that Paranoia, and even the Boombot placement spots out Shivstar right there waiting in the corner with the revolver. It's not gonna be able to find it, and expertly played from their end. Good smokes, good team play, and of course well played Valorant.
Yeah, definitely. ParaTroops playing this really well. I did mention when we went into the first half that we're gonna get to see a lot of ParaTroops' creativity and sort of inbuilt team synergy thrive. That Paranoia combo with the Boombots was perfect, and now in the buy round, we'll see if they're able to do it again. The wall comes out from the side of ACExQUAD to block B hookah. Not a big fan of the wall because you're basically giving hookah control to the side of ParaTroops right here. ParaTroops looking to push into site. 9-5 buy round, so important for both teams.
And the Roomba tried to go on forward right now, but Binks, he's gonna be the flying rays going into the site right now. Shivstar going for a huge flank coming out from the E-hookah angle right now. Will he be able to find something? But he's not gonna be able to. Binks is able to take down Messi right there with 2 well-placed headshots coming out from the side. Open, it's on the CT angle, slowly creeping up is Shivstar, probably gonna be finding Glyph. He's not gonna be able to get it, and Glyph, good headshot coming out from this man. Trying to find something else right now. Open though, good flick right through the wall, gets a good wall bang. And Binks on the back end is none the wiser right there with Open taking another one. 2 versus 2 scenario coming in from the man advantage that they had. 8-line does go through, and it is Strix and Mamba SR on the post-man scenario.
You saw the synergy last round. Now you see the creativity using that B long teleporter. Strix switches all the way to A, and even though his teammates go down in B with OPM finding the kills, he's able to plant the spike, takes down OPM now. It's Mamba, SR, and Strix looking to finish off this buy round for ParaTroops, give them a huge lead in this map. Strix holding down the heaven angle, will spot out the killjoy here, takes down Flabby Eagle. 10-5 for ParaTroops. Beautifully played round, looking to cause a lot of chaos in B, and then in the moment making the right decision to TP all the way to A and reclaim the site and their post-plant positions.
That is really nicely done, and we have seen that, okay, two players actually stayed back trying to fake that B site even harder to make themselves a presence on that B site before the rotations came through. Yes, two people use the TP, but Team ACExQUAD need to answer the fact that there are two people still sitting at B. That gave enough time for Strix and Mamba to go in post-plant situations, get their positions, and wait it out, and also plant the bomb as well. Perfectly executed from ParaTroops, and an expertly executed rotation as well.
Now 10-5, ParaTroops now looking to just hold it down, make it a 6-round lead for themselves. They won every round in the attacking half so far, and now ParaTroops looking to push into side B, looking to make this round themselves as well. The showstopper comes out from Biggs. Biggs looking for multiple people. Is left out. Biggs with the grenade and the showstopper. Biggs, you beast! Takes down multiple members of ACExQUAD, makes it 5v3. Spike is down, ParaTroopers taking over.
ParaTroopers are just like, oh, I can fly. They're just singing, I believe I can fly, as Biggs is just flying through the air one after the next. This is just gonna be a bloodbath from there, and Biggs trying to get something, but Edit, Strix, and Biggs just running in onto the CT angle. They have no fear. They have no respect, as they're just running them down. And VG Zoomstar trying to be like, what is this? A flying race? No, I gotta kill it. And then he forgets about the ball. He gets taken down. Biggs, though, he's playing it expertly, and this is what an entry fragger needs to do. Who the hell cares if they don't have a flasher or anything? When you have a raise that can fly at the speed of light, that's all you're gonna be needing.
Definitely, I think the way he used the grenade to set up his showstopper coming in, really beautiful, because the defensive team forced to react to both the grenade and to the showstopper just basically have to give up a lot of ground or die for it. Giving up the ground enables his team to push, dying enables his team to push. So Biggs on point, making sure that as the entry fragger, he's creating a lot of space for his team to follow behind him in. Now 11-5. ParaTroops once again looking to push into B. Strix, so he's holding the flank, gets taken down by Shivstar. Now they know where ParaTroops are. They know they're at B, and ParaTroops at a man disadvantage. The Killjoy is set up at B. The Swarm Grenades go down a bit early though. ACExQUAD with the Bulldog gets one down. ACExQUAD will peek the hookah, get taken down very low, throw out the slows to just delay a little bit. But ParaTroops going down, ACExQUAD fighting back.
ACExQUAD is fighting back quite hard right now, and ParaTroops only 2 members remaining. They're not even in the side. Double peek comes out from there, and Biggs is able to get the reverse frag. Gets another one on the Shivstar right now, but this is really dark for his end. 2 HP and a dream for this man. He's just gonna do as much damage as he possibly can. 3 kills with the pain chill in hand as well, and he has no HP. Probably gonna get caught out from the side, but they're not really pushing him right now. We're gonna be seeing the kill voice slowly going up. Flappy Eagle, he's playing its cards right. He does not want to throw this round. He's just going to wait it out. And Bings, he needs to check that corner. If he does not, this is going to be a huge problem. But the double peek comes out from both angles. And Bings needs to check that left corner. Gets taken down because of bad timing. And a good round finally coming out from ACExQUAD.
Good effort by Bings towards the end to try to pull that round through for his team, but it was gone a little too far. He was really low and had multiple members to deal with. ACExQUAD fighting back really, really strong, holding their own, and even in that eco round, they're able to get that win for themselves. Not an eco round entirely, but a semi-buy round definitely. We saw a Sheriff out there, we saw a Bulldog out there, and now ACExQUAD pulling it back. But ParaTroops, they just have 2 more rounds, 2 more surprises. If they can pull out, they just win the entire round, move on to the round of 16, which should be absolutely humongous for this team. Now ParaTroops, they're switching up the strategy. It's the Killjoy in Glyph going down Shores, the rest of his team going down A short. OPM will take down Glyph. The showstopper will come out from Brinks once again, flying across A side. Hasn't found anybody yet, and finds a dead body instead as his teammate took him down. ACExQUAD just holding down the fort so well. Multiple members of ParaTroops just gunned down at once.
They're just getting taken down left, right, and center, and it seems as though there's some indecisiveness. And as I said, ParaTroops as a team, they have exceptional mechanical aim, and individually, they're probably the best players that we have seen in seen for the round of 16 coming up. So they have a lot of mechanical skill and individual potential, but as a team, they are lacking the discipline. We have seen them in a lot of these scenarios, like they lack some of the discipline, and maybe Binks didn't really get the call out that, okay, maybe another person is gonna take down this person. I should look for another target, which I know there is a shower call out for. This round could have been it was executed really well, but at the very end, not everyone executed it perfectly, and that does fall into the category of the team not really having the proper discipline in a lot of these fights.
Now, ParaTroops 11-7. We'll take a quick look at the scorecard to see if they what the loadouts are, because they're going for the A push and OPM on the flank. This could mean death for ParaTroops if they don't execute it perfectly. Almost full buys for the team. Just Strix with the ghost because he has the Bladestorm for himself. Killjoy ultimate will come out from the side of ACExQUAD. Mamba finds the kill. Walled up, down at elbows. Strix with the Bladestorm though. Jumps up a little bit, uses the jet passage so well, and the Bladestorm to get multiple kills. Binks with one, finishing it up likely for ParaTroops to making it as 5v1, pushing them to match point.
Ooh, Flappy Eagle though is able to take him down right there, but Edit comes out from the side with a phantom, well-placed headshot and a body shot to follow up. That's all that they're gonna be needing, ladies and gentlemen. As it is match point for ParaTroopers right now. A perfectly executed attack. Every angle was covered and every shot was hit. Nothing was missed out, and ACExQUAD just were crumbling under the pressure from ParaTroopers.
Yeah, ACExQUAD just unable to answer the quick push coming in from ParaTroops, and a really important round for ParaTroops because the economy was really hurting from having lost a couple rounds in a row. Having won that round, especially with Strix saving, means that they're able to afford full loadouts for themselves. Same doesn't go for ACExQUAD though. You see semi-buys and semi-shields for a couple of their members, and this is going to be match point for ParaTroops once again in their favorite B-side, looking to push in. OPM in a one-off angle, he needs to make his way out of here. Throws out the Leer to buy himself some time, but instead it's just taken out by Binks. ParaTroops, match point, man advantage, looking to push in to be right here, right now.
Those one-off angles are the ones that you want to hold as a Reyna, but especially when they have a raise and things that can stop you, that's gonna cost you a lot. And Betsy tries to go in for the TP play right there with his ultimate. He's not gonna be able to find it. It is 5 versus 3 scenario. 5 versus 3 scenario. Make it 5 versus 2 with Strix getting one onto ACExQUAD and another one onto Flappy Eagle. Turov is able to take him down, but he's the only man standing. Edit comes in hard right there on Shubstar, taking him down, and Strix, he answers back hard and he's ending it with style.
Definitely, I think my biggest takeaway from that map is Strix and his ability to be so aggressive, but also Binks. Like, both new players. Yesterday, it was Edit 999 and Glyph leading the charge for the side of scoreboard. Today, I think it's going to be the primary duelist leading the chart for them. As we're going to see, yeah, Strix and Binks, right? 342 ACS, 300 ACS. Binks, he just flew through the air multiple times. Strix always there in the back with the operator or even with the Bladestorm looking to clean it up. A perfect duelist duo. Now, as I was saying, I think the way ParaTroops approach this map very different from the way we normally expect many teams to approach this map. So we'll take a second to talk about that with the Relive the Moment, brought to you by Ideapad Gaming Notebook, powered by AMD Series Ryzen 4000 processors, perfect for gaming and multitasking. Now, Aggressive, what I want to ask you is this Sage pick actually for me by Iskaban, while we don't necessarily love the Sage, it was pretty decent for what the team wanted to do. Always looking for trades, always using the heal properly. We saw even a few really good Sage ultimates come out, the revive changing the course of the round. But for the side of ParaTroops, they looked so much better on attack as compared to defense. Like, I feel like this team is establishing their identity as a synergetic team that goes in really fast, really hard, and overwhelms the other opponent.
That is very much true, and I think the main issue that the Sage had, a lot of the wall placements were proper, of course, but I think as the Sage was present in a lot of these situations, that was primarily the issue. Just think about it like this: the Sage puts down a wall, and immediately we're gonna be seeing Strix just fly up, and he uses his Bladestorm to just take down every single member. of their side. And we have seen that in multiple different rounds. Even when Strix was able to clutch out a round out of like nowhere, he had no business winning that round with Shufstar just sitting on the back. He takes down ACExQUAD and immediately flicks onto Shufstar. Said he would have not been able to do that if he was any other character in those scenarios with that double updraft and the tailwind being present. He had everything in his arsenal, and Jet being one of the primary picks as well in this tournament, with every single player being so well oiled on her, that is going to cause a lot of issues for a Sage player.
And definitely, I think what's really important as well is like for ParaTroops, they seem to have this sort of ease with which they breach a particular site when they wish to go, that the Sage pick just coming out not as great because you're not able to use the wall to the full potential, you're not able to use the slows to the full potential, and the other team is just on your side before you have a second to react. And that ended up, I think, being the difference, because ACExQUAD, they looked like a really calm, really good team, which with, I have to note, I think they have to have had a really good IGL or just a really good game sense within all 5 players to be able to constantly communicate and understand what play they're going for. ACExQUAD, they made it all the way to the round of 32, but in the last moment not able to stand up to ParaTroops. That's okay though, they played it really well. I think they're just very small things that they need to clean up, starting with agent picks and then going towards just in-game adaptability, in-game sort of switching up the positions. Once you see the number of times they are coming towards B in ParaTroops and attack, maybe use the Sage Wall a bit earlier, just small things that they can change. We'll see if ACExQUAD come back with a bang.
That is very much true, and I'm really looking forward to ACExQUAD coming back for Series 4. And honestly speaking, they played it perfectly, and maybe who knows if they tune out every single one of their problems, as you stated, they're probably going to be one of the best teams going under the top 16 for sure.
I mean, we're in Series 3 with a slightly bigger price pool, with 2 more series to come. So as it is known, things only gonna get better. I really hope ACExQUAD do come out. But for ParaTroops, congratulations on making it to the round of 16. They were the first team today in the round of 32 for us who will be progressing. We have 5 more teams looking to take their place in the round of 16. That is 5 more matches for you to watch. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below, get constant notification and updates on all the content brought out by the Esports Club. Now, I have a small surprise for you guys. We actually got a really nice discount going on with LG for monitors. So make sure you go check out the link in the description below. Get yourself a monitor, upgrade your setup in this really cool discount setup only for you. Now, we'll be setting up for Game 2. We're watching the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 3 powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD with ACT as our fiber partner, AFK Gaming as our media partner. We'll see you soon for Game 2.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Hell Ranger 1 versus 5, and this is going to be Velocity Gaming winning TEC Challenger Series.
The clock is ticking down. Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 3, powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD, with ACT as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. It's CA and Aggressive back for Game 2 between Asterix and FaR Esports. How are you feeling, Aggressive?
Really interested to see what FaR Esports are going to be bringing to this table. Last time we have seen a lot of amazing plays coming out from Knight Rider right there, and this time around I'm really looking forward to see what they're going to bring as well.
Yeah, we've already seen FaR Esports on the map, and we've seen how good they can be. They have the known quantities in Knight Rider and Shivi, and they're a new team built around them. On the other side, though, Asterix, you may not know the organization, but you know the team. They're a team that has renamed and rebranded from Series 1. They were known as Training Wheels Protocol, with one major change coming in the player like Lentis. They also have a former person that you've seen with us on camera in Pruniti. So it's going to be really interesting seeing these two known quantities just mash up against each other, because FaR Esports, we've already seen them in Series 3. We know how good Knight Rider can be. It is on the map of Ascent, so like Knight Rider on the op, that's something to watch out for. It's going to be really interesting, and we'll see what happens.
That's very much true, and I'm really excited to see the operator come into hand of especially the Jet player of his caliber, and of course his knife play is just I have to say that for sure. And going into the match of Ascent right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, split.
That goes there.
So the map is actually split, and it's still, so this is what I was trying to bring out, in the sense that the long corridors with which players like Knight Rider can just hold down an entire angle can be done in A and B and split too. Like we saw how proficient he was with the operator as well, and someone like him can really sort of wring out the credit that you pay for the 5,000 credit, most expensive weapon in the game. Now it's FaR Esports on the attacking side and Asterix on the defensive side. We'll take a quick look at the compositions. For both of them, very, very similar compositions. One big difference, Asterix has a Sova, FaR has a Breach. What do you feel about that?
Love the Breach, especially on a map like Split. Breach is the perfect play when it comes to Split, just because the ultimate can cover an entire side, no angle or any nook and cranny is going to be left open when it comes to Breach ulting you. So there's only going to be like one angle that you need to check, but everyone is going to just fly up into the air as soon as the Breach ultimate is heard. And that is the go button that FaR Esports has on their side. Yes, of course, Asterix has the Sova, but Sova's one of those picks, especially on a map like Split, is not really that important, because this map has a lot of corners and a lot less of open areas where the revealing area can actually even work out. The recon bolt does not really get a lot of value on Split, in my personal opinion, compared to what a Breach can do on a map like this.
Yeah, definitely. I think in Series 2 towards the finals as well, we saw a lot of a player like Right to Ace, who usually plays the Sova, switching to the Omen on Split particularly. As you said, this map, a lot of corners. Having said that though, Sickflick, a player we have seen before in Series 1, a very impressive player, so we'll have to see if he has some sort of lineups ready. I personally definitely prefer the Breach, because it gives you this sort of ability to take mid control, and on a map like Split, mid control is so important, gives you access to both heaven sites, and the Breach being on the attacking team just makes it so much better. FaR, I feel like they have the initiative, and the ball is basically in their court, and it's going to be up to them to dictate how the first half of the match goes.
That is very much true, and FaR having that Breach, especially on the earlier rounds, which is of course the attacker side, they have their man advantage. Being with the Breach, they have so much entry power in comparison to the side of Team Asterix right now. And Asterix don't really have that much of a stalling potential, except for the Cypher right there on their side. So this is going to be one of those hard pushes for their end. But the Cypher, hopefully, Aman, being one of those players, we have seen him do a lot on this Cypher pick. So if he can solo hold the side, especially getting like 1 or 2 kills at the bare minimum before he goes down eventually to the hands of the hyper-aggressive players coming out from FaR Esports, that is all that they're going to be needing.
Yeah, and I think there is one sort of X factor here. Both of the compositions have it, is the race. Whenever I think of Ryzen Split, I think back to this really insane Sinatra play where he basically introduced the world to the concept of using the satchel with the boombot to get the boombot into the mid-vent area and just sort of surprise the entire team. That sort of innovation is capable in an agent like Raze because in Split, there's a lot of narrow corridors, areas where the other team can get potentially stuck in. So a properly timed paint grenade or a properly timed boombot with the satchel combo could just completely catch the other team off guard and get a ton of value. We'll have to see which player is able to execute that better and come out on top. Now, I think we're facing a small technical issue, but so we'll take a second to go fix that. Be right back. But in the meantime, make sure you check out the links in the description below. Check out all the amazing monitors available for you on discount. We'll be right back with you with the game in action.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 3 with Ideapad Gaming and AMD as powered by Ideapad and Gaming and AMD. Now, back into the action between FaR Esports and Asterix on the map of Split. FaR Esports on the attack. We've been talking about the Breach versus the Sova, and we're going to see them in action right here. FaR Esports instantly, right out of the gate, playing really assertive and aggressive, looking to push into A ramps. Sick Flick takes down Knight Rider. Return kill found by ScarGod though on that raise onto Sick Flick. ScarGod switching it up. He was on the Brimstone yesterday. Now playing the Duelist on the raise will be a really important member to watch. FaR Esports though playing this really smart. They've rotated onto B Heaven, looking to push in here.
It's gonna be a huge pick on their side, and we're already seeing a bloodbath of a fight right now happening onto that CT angle right now. Takes 2 picks from the side of White Horse, and this is gonna be a 2 versus 3 scenario
One
and a
enemy
post-plant
remaining.
scenario. That is the real case with White Horse taking down Lantis as well
Spike planted.
from the side, and Pinty being the only one remaining right now. There is of course a breach, and probably the flash outs are going to be coming through. Pinty does get taken down by Shivi on the side. Tries to check his bottom corner, but Shivi's like, no, I am on the other side of the map right now, and I'm going to shoot you down. And a very convincing round coming out from FaR Esports. And I have to ask you something, CA. Did you see what they did right there? They didn't go into the site. They gave like no dams. They just completely went 3-man into CT spawn and just took down everyone.
So what FaR Esports did was allowing the members from their team to first push up into A ramps, causing a lot of noise there, and then causing a lot of noise while moving into B Heaven, understanding the Asterix, they're a good enough team to rotate, and then catching them out on the rotations through the B stairs. FaR Esports already thinking 2 steps ahead of Asterix. We'll have to see how if Asterix is able to come back now. FaR Esports once again switching it up. A heavy B site commit, all 5 members into the site. No answer so far from Asterix. It is their eco round, so they'll be happy just getting some picks, but so far,
Spike
no
planted.
agents down whatsoever for either teams. It's FaR Esports with the spike planted and site control.
This is going to be one of those fights that is going to be extremely difficult for Asterix to even try and get anything on this side. Every member is alive in a post-plan scenario, 5-back stack. This is basically who is the attackers and who are the defenders right now, with ScarGod taking one onto Pinty right there from the back end. Chibi spots out 2 people right now. He needs to hold it down, but immediately comes Amsman live, the shotty in hand. He has that shotty, he's looking out for blood. He tries to get something, but amazing satchel coming out from ScarGod to just boost Aman up into the air so that he had no chance of getting that shot onto Knight Rider right now. Perfect setup from the side of FaR Esports.
FaR Esports taking that round for themselves. That was the buy round for FaR Esports and the eco round for Asterix. And we've seen a lot of times the teams just sort of settle into their groove in the first few rounds and then come back as beasts in the third round, in the bye round. We'll see if Asterix is able to do that or if FaR Esports continue their dominant run they've shown so far in the first 2 rounds. Going into round 3, it will be Asterix spending all their money, and right off the bat, so action all throughout as Asterix looking to contest mid. Sticklick finds the kill on his car guard, Knight Rider returns, Lantis with 1 onto FaR will make it Asterix in the man advantage. Paranoia goes out, both the teams just taking a second, taking a breath, taking note of exactly what is going on before they make further moves.
It's very dangerous from their side. Not only do they have the man advantage, they also have the HP advantage. 2 members on the side of FaR Esports are extremely low. They need to play on these trades. If they don't play on trades at all, this is going to be one of those fights. And Shivi's already shaking his head, being like, why am I in this situation? Why am I here? Who am I? Why am I doing this? Why am I breach? As they're slowly walking up this A angle right now, they need to find this first pick. They need to find an over-aggressive player from Asterix, and that's what they're going to be needing. Some information has been gathered. They know that the Cypher is on this left-hand side. They're just going to be able to hold it down. Cypher cages are going to be going through from their end. Shivi falls dangerously low as he is going to be pushing out. Smoke comes out from Greenty right there from the top side. They are in a pretty bad scenario. Everyone from the side of Asterix are just running in them down slowly. Printy is able to find the kill onto Shivi, and Ansman Live coming in from the back end, just giving a tap to the head, taking them down. And finally Asterix is able to take a round.
Aman is live and Praniti played that round really well. Aman is live from the ramps, using the cages to spam through, take him down really low, and then playing the rest of the heaven hold really well. Praniti all the way from A long, getting a pick and then using the jet dash to get out right in time, just playing it brilliantly, getting the bye round win for Asterix, making it 1-2. A really important round for Asterix because Split generally considered a defensive sided map, so if they're not able to get the win right here, it could have ended up hurting them a lot. Now, in terms of loadouts, full buys for almost all players. It's just Shivi forced to go to the Sheriff, not able to afford the full buy in this round. We'll be going into round 4 with a really impactful round for economy in terms of both teams. Asterix, they need to win this round to stabilize their economy. FaR Esports, they need to win this round to make sure they don't go down the drain whatsoever. Now, talking about that round in itself, right? I think the way Asterix aggressively and proactively looked to take mid control was the key difference in that round, and I wonder if FaR Esports will look to go towards mid now because they have the breach, the extra character, which can basically deny any corner vantage point towards mid, and I'm hoping FaR Esports will look to take mid control and then pursue the rest of the round.
FaR Esports, I think, is gonna have more fun when that Breach Ultimate comes online. It's gonna be a full-on B-side rush, being like, let's go, and the screams of Asterix is gonna be heard from all the way down here in the caster's booth right there. And immediately, just as I say so, the concuss is being used out on the back end, and they're gonna be looking for a very hyper-aggressive push onto this B-side. Breach is 1 dot away from the ultimate right now, and 1 good play is all that they're gonna be needing. Knight Rider jumps in immediately from his angle, takes the side control. There is no one to be seen coming out from Asterix on this side.
Spike planted.
Asterix and FaR Esports playing a Valorant merry-go-round of sorts, with Asterix going down mid and FaR Esports being like, okay, I'll take your side. And FaR SMX now takes down Lantis, the Omen, killing the Omen, making a man advantage for FaR Esports. Asterix getting caught off guard by FaR Esports in this round. FaR Esports with the side control in their post-plant positions, just looking to close it out right here. Asterix, they're playing it well, they've spread themselves out. Multiple entries coming out from either side. Now Scargord finds the kill, but Sickflick and Skid Z find 2 more, make it 2v3 as SMX. Knight Rider with 1 and it's 1v3, just Praniti left. Praniti takes down White Horse, but is killed by Knight Rider to make it 1-3. I really like the approach from Asterix with the way they tried the retake, but the early bamboozle by FaR, being more creative, took the round.
I would say it was not really a bamboozle, more for the fact that they tried to read the fact that, okay, they're gonna take mid control because they have a breach on their side. Just as you said, that mid control is extremely good when it comes to a breach. And on this case, we just saw them running on to B, every single one of them. Asterix tried to make a read on their movements and they failed horribly, and they paid for that. And making risky plays is of course very important, but on the earlier rounds, you can test those waters. Making those risky movements, risky plays are always good. And that's what Asterix did try in that case. And we're already seeing a hyper-aggressive mid-push coming out with the paint shells, forcing Knight Rider out of his own positions. But seems like the Raze just gave it up. Didn't really stay there, didn't want to stay there at all. ACExQUAD does have a stinger in hand. Maybe gonna be able to find something. The smoke does block off his angle. And things have just slowed down very heavily.
Now, this is the eco round for the side of Asterix. They're choosing to save enough money so they can afford for loadout snacks. And that's why you see the stinger. With the help of the boombot, Scarguard finds first blood. And the rolling thunder coming in all the way from mid. Looking to penetrate B-side here.
Oh my god.
Skizzy is concussed. Skizzy is knocked out, but Skizzy will take him down. Scarguard returns. Lantis and Preeti with a kill each though. And Asterix looking really good in the eco round. Now Neural Theft comes out. Will spot out the members of Asterix. The dash comes out from Trinity looking to escape, but it's Aman is live who will take down White Horse.
30 seconds
And the
left.
Neural Theft coming out to spot out Shivy. Shivy 1v2. Asterix looking for a Thrifty.
They're gonna be able to find that. That was an amazing Thrifty coming out from their side. That I'm pretty sure that, like, I don't even know what to say. First of all, I'm pretty sure that Knight Rider is now banging his desk or just left his monitor senseless. Because I don't think he wanted to go onto the ropes right there, but he accidentally pressed the F button. And this was just a Tarzan battle against the Raze right there on the bottom. And the Raze was able to find a headshot. Of course, she had the stinger on her side. And that was just one of those sad plays that do happen, but an extremely well-executed defense coming out from Asterix.
Now, Aman taking a look at the nice rooftop view available right there towards the A side. Now, going back into the action, I think that was a huge Thrifty round for Asterix because not only does it give so much in terms of eco, but the amount of momentum, the tempo, and the confidence that Asterix is feeling right now, that is completely unmatched for the side of FaR. Now, Duel coming out in sick flick, who gets the headshot, takes down Scarguard, makes it 5v4. FaR Esports just stumbling now because of that Thrifty round. Asterix looking to take advantage. Sick flick with another makes it 5v3. Shivy answers back though. FaR Esports not out of it yet, but it's Asterix with the man advantage. FaR rotating all the way to A. It's going to be Praniti and Aman trying to hold it down.
Praniti and Aman are trying to hold it down, but we're already seeing Knight Rider with the knives in hand. We all know how dangerous this man is with those knives. And pretty much a one-man show if it needs to be like that. 3 versus 4 scenario. They need to try and find something right now. The smoke has been used out. The operator shot has been missed as well. But the knives from the enemy side, they're also coming out. Both players missed their knives, but Knight Rider way faster with the classic right click for his end.
30
is able to
seconds
take
left.
down Trinity right there. And immediately this is a man advantage for the side of FaR Esports 3 versus 2 scenario post-plant.
That felt like a straight up 16th century Texan gunfight where like both players pull out like their wait to pull out their guns, missing all their knives, and then Knight Rider and Shivy being the first out with their pistols take each member down. Brilliantly played by either. A really important round for both teams. Now Knight Rider with the op does not find the shot, instead gets taken down by Lantis, making it 2v2. Both Shivy and White Horse really low. Skizzy finds the kill, but White Horse with the return. It's gonna be the Raze versus the White Horse. Can he do it, Skizzy? Half defuses. Now looking for the kill. Going for the defuse. Billy, fake it, Billy. Look, he's just running out of time right here. White Horse playing this brilliantly. White Horse. Wow, the patience in that play pulls out a huge Thrifty round for FaR. We're just getting started, folks. Just 6 rounds in, 2 Thrifty rounds already. I'm loving this game.
This game is just interesting, and just look at Skitsy right there. He is the Indian slice right now for our side, and he's just gliding through the entire map, taking them down one after the next. And White Horse, expertly played on this postman scenario, knows that the thing is halved. He's not really leaving his corners. He's checking every single corner perfectly, and he jiggles it out at the very last second. Plays the claw immaculately, I would say.
Yeah, right now you see White Horse with a really interesting camera lineup. Scarguard finds the first kill onto Aman is live. This is a buy round for both teams. Like Asterix, they had the money to be able to afford almost full loadouts this round. So I'm really interested to see if they are not able to pull off a win this round, because that would force them into eco. Being on the defensive side, you do not want to be in the disadvantage in terms of scoreline ever. But now, FaR Esports all towards mid. Sick flick runs into multiple members, gets taken down by SMX. 5v3 for FaR Esports. Now looking to rotate on to B side, playing it very slow, getting the picks that they want. Brilliant gameplay and brilliant creativity by FaR Esports so far.
That is extremely well done from FaR Esports. They're not leaving a single member alone, and they have just decoded the entirety of Asterix play. They know that Asterix plays quite individually, and they have a lot of individual talent on their side, and they're stripping it all away by sending at least a minimum of 2 members going onto every single side. Every single kill has 2 people with them. And this
30
is causing
seconds left.
so much issues. Trinity trying to find something right now, but he's not going to be able to find it. And it's going to be an ace storm coming out from FaR Esports. They're just holding their sights down, holding every angle. The heaven control is being met. FaR, a White Horse is able to find that first initial pickoff. He spots him out, but doesn't shoot him in time. Probably didn't realize it was an Omen's head. Does happen quite frequently if you're using a purple crosshair, but Skinsy comes in from the side. Amazing spray transfers right there from his end, but does get taken out by SMX right there. Extremely well played from Skidsy right there, but he's not gonna be able to find it.
Yeah, Skidsy playing that brilliantly to get the 2 headshots, but unfortunately his gun can only hold 25 bullets. Has to go for the reload. Gets caught out by the Omen on the side of FaR Esports right there and taken out. 2-5 now for FaR Esports, and it will be Asterix forced to go towards the eco round, giving FaR Esports a chance to reach the 6th number on the attacking side. I would be very, very satisfied with with that scoreline if I was FaR Esports. They'll look to take it further though. ScarGod gets a kill onto Paniti. Aman answers back though, and that's a trade. Not a worthwhile trade given the fact that this is an eco round for Asterix, but the chaos used really well to try to get onto B side now. FaR Esports looking to push. Shivy. You'll see Lantis getting the kill. The Hunter's Fury coming out on the side of Asterix, looking to find a couple kills. Does not find any just yet. SMX will get the plant down, and FaR Esports looking to pull off this round for them. Oh.
Just as I say that, though, Knight Rider comes in from the back end, and that is all that they're going to be needing from their side. White Horse holding strong on his end. Unknown's life does go down. SickFlick trying to get some good flicks on White Horse. Does connect with the double dink right there. Has a gun in hand. Probably going to be saving it out because 3 versus 1 scenario right now with only 60 HP to his name. He needs to hold on to this gun with his dear life right now, as they're slowly moving into the second half.
The pings coming out from FaR Esports, from their teammates giving knowledge of where SickFlick was. You see all of FaR Esports rotating towards A. They're hunting for blood. These sharks will not let any person live. But SickFlick, he's played it smart. He's played it slow. Just casually walked out of there, playing it really well. For both teams, you see ScarGod actually switching from the Brimstone to the Race today. 8 kills, has played this brilliantly. The rest of his teammates not too far behind though, with 7, 6 and 5 kills each. For the side of Asterix, a similar story. Aman is live currently leading, but the rest of their team not too far behind. Asterix though, they really need to start picking up the slack. They need to be more coordinated with the plays they're trying to make, because on Split, a slightly defensive favored map, you do not want to be giving away a point disadvantage. Now, you see FaR Esports just baiting out the mid push using the fault line, because it's actually going to be them pushing into A. Asterix though, they're expecting that. They're waiting for this. Lantis and Aman trying to hold it down. It will be Knight Rider taking down Lantis with the help of the Paranoia. Beautifully used abilities by FaR to get into the map.
Ooh, Shibi just spots out Aman's life as he's looking at the other direction right there. That's all that they're gonna be needing. Right now, comes in from the side. FaR SMX as well with those well-played headshots. And Kinsy's like, guys, what do we do in this situation? Does get double peek right there. Takes down 2 people. FarGod and Knight Rider both just go down. The duelists are out of this game right now. And he needs to save his gun right now. 30 HP. And a dream for his side. Will he be able to get it?
Skidsy, last man standing, 1v3, doesn't have the HP, can choose to just pick up that operator and go for the save, but knows how important winning this round is. Realizes there's not nearly enough time, might get caught out by a player, but he is spotted out. First Skidsy, Skidsy looking to run away, Shivy looking to hunt. It will be the hunter or the prey, we will see. It will be Shivy taking him down, breaking him down, making it 2-7 for FaR Esports. Asterix on their defensive half not looking as strong as one would want them to, especially with the way this round went. FaR Esports, they just look so clinical. Like, They use the fault line to disrupt mid and bait out Asterix towards going to mid, push themselves into B side, and then the Omen ultimate comes out to ult right behind Asterix in the B side and cut off any rotations coming in from A. Brilliantly played by FaR Esports to make it 2-7.
That's really true from there. And FaR Esports are playing their angles perfectly, I would say, because they're not really leaving anything to be checked or anything to be desired from their side. And this goes to show of how much they have grown as a team and what kind of caliber they are bringing to this tournament. And when you have that drive with that big of a prize pool on your side, that's all that you're going to be needing. Moving forward into this fight, though, the mid control is going to the favor of FaR Esports, as Asterix are playing a lot more defensively in comparison, holding small angles and holding sites instead. They've given them the mid control, though, and this is quite dangerous. They're going to be quite split up. We need to wait out for the rotations, and probably Priniti is going to get caught out. He's slowly creeping himself throughout the smoke, and FaR SMX is able to take him down right there. The crab walk did not go in his favor. Harmonious Live is there as well, and Knight Rider is going to be holding it. Heard the footsteps. They're just going to be rotating over onto the B side immediately. This is just pure mind games coming out from FaR Esports right now.
Yeah, FaR Esports not giving Asterix a second
30
to
seconds
think,
left.
let alone breathe. Right here, FaR Esports just continuously tightening the noose that they have around Asterix. Now pushing into B-side, Knight Rider, SMX with a kill each. Take down Lantis and Skitsy. Amanda's live though from heaven. Takes down one, looking for the second, but instead it will be SMX and Whitehorse cleaning it up, making it 2-8 for FaR Esports. And I have to say, I was expecting this match to be extremely close between both the teams, but the way FaR Esports have been clinical in attacking side, it gives me a lot of hope and promise from what we can expect from this team, because it's Series 3, bigger prize pool, time to crown a new champion. We're hoping that a new organization like FaR will be able to make their claim towards the same.
That is very much true. And can I make a joke right now? That's gonna be a pun instead. The scoreline between them is quite far. Okay, I'll just see myself out. Never mind that. Alright, dude. That was more cringier than anything that I've ever said in my entire life. But moving on into the match, let's go through with this. You see the boombot coming out early. Some information has been gained that this is a B-side push, but for the first time, we're seeing Asterix take the fight towards the side of FaR Esports, with FaR Esports going down as well to the hands of Trinity. That's all that they're going to be needing. 45 HP, taking down one member. They know the information. Everyone is outside of that B angle, but we're seeing Cypher slowly lurking up behind them. And probably the prey is going to get caught as Whitehorse is able to find Trinity right there. Lantis takes on with the Stinger on the Shibby, but again, this is a 3 versus 3 scenario right now, and FaR Esports have the advantage being on the attacker side, as they're going to be pushing the A side knowing that there's no one present there.
The Omen ultimate comes out from the side of Asterix. Lantis using the Omen ultimate to reposition himself from B side into A side now. You will see FaR Esports slowly approaching A side. They want to get the spike planted onto A side.
30
Two
seconds
members
left.
on heaven, one member down long. It's Knight Rider looking to set the stage for his team to push in. Knight Rider and Lantis will end up finding each other pretty soon. But the rest of the members, Skitsy rotating. Skitsy, it's not going to be Skitsy taking him down. Instead, Whitehorse takes him down. Sick flick with the answer.
remaining.
Now the showstopper is stopped in its tracks by Lantis. Makes it 2v1.
10 seconds
Just
left.
Knight Rider left. He will get taken down by Lantis. Asterix looking to fight back. If Asterix can win this last round as well,
in the half.
4-8, I think they would stand a very good chance to try to pull it back, because it's only going to get harder in the second half once FaR Esports move into their defensive side.
That is very true. And I would say the main issue that FaR Esports had was they were not really expecting a Stinger play coming out from Lantis. And he made the dances happen. He made it work out perfectly, giving no chances. We all know that a Stinger close range will outclass a Vandal anytime and any day of the week. And they played their cards perfectly.
Definitely. Brilliant play by Lantis. I mean, using the ultimate to position himself perfectly. In the darkness, he takes them down as you expect from an Omen. Knight Rider now pushing up ramps really aggressively, using the flash from his teammate to set himself up, get that kill. 5v4. Now Asterix, they really need to find this round. even though they're going into the attacking half, like I feel like 9-3 is just too insurmountable a score against a clinical team like FaR Esports. Asterix now, they made the rotations all the way to A. FaR, they're one step ahead. They're already towards B side. They made the noise at A. They made their way to B. Now they're looking to push into B, and it's going to be Skidzy versus 5. Looking to hold it by himself, and now an Earthquake coming to throw him off.
Skidzy versus the world right now, and a paint shell on his body. That's all that they're gonna be needing. Honestly speaking, tell me one thing, CA.
Yep.
They are covering every single angle.
Yep.
Did you see that? Breach ultimate on Heaven.
remaining.
Paranoid coming through onto the boxes, and a paint shell right in front of site. Where are they gonna hide? Asterix has nothing.
Everything perfectly coordinated for FaR Esports. I definitely agree. They've looked so good in the attack,
Switching
and they've
sides.
fulfilled everything we expect from a team that has a breach on the attack. FaR Esports, so clinical in their approach to every single round. They've managed to get themselves a 6-round lead going into the second half. Even this round, Knight Rider, he gets the opening kill onto A-Ramps, but they take no issue with the fact that they have a man advantage in A. They acknowledge that Asterix roaming to A. We'll take our time, we'll slowly rotate to B, knowing that we have the Rolling Thunder ready to push this through. Just brilliant step-by-step chess-like thinking from FaR Esports. Something that we got to see a lot from our previous champions in Velocity. So I think there's a lot of promise for FaR Esports going in. But Asterix, they're now on the attacking side, and they need to prove themselves because they have a huge lead to cover.
FaR Esports is gonna be going far indeed this time around. I know that was not supposed to be a pun. Going forward into this fight, though, this mid control is going to be very important for this. Shivy needs to be hyper aggressive, especially with a agent like Breach. If you do not push aggressively, you are not really using Breach to its fullest potential. And slowing it down, taking the mid control angles right now, one after the next. We are seeing him try and find that, and Knight Rider, good frenzy headshots coming out from his end, making Trinity extremely low, going back onto the market angle, and things have just slowed down so heavily. No one's really pushing, no one's really doing anything, and they're just biding their time as Team Asterix, one player in the gutter nearly taking a hit onto the safe side.
Yeah, Asterix, one player really low, but still all men standing, all men and women standing, looking to push into A side. Now the smokes come out. Scarguard gets a kill onto Praniti. Praniti getting caught out. The trap fire does spot out a person, and they know of positions. But Asterix and Scarguard from heaven, they rain down fire, take down Asterix. That's gonna be an easy 10-3 for FaR Esports. Just Skidzy left, and Scarguard with the 4K for himself. Scarguard, he's been an absolute god and has delivered so many scars to Asterix hopes that you simply cannot try and plan for the explosive nature of this player.
Scarguard, like, this was just like, okay, let's hit this A side. Little did they know that the butchers are just waiting to chop them up right there. And through the smoke, through every single nook and cranny, and I'm saying this over and over again, FaR Esports leave no page unturned when it comes to defense and when it comes to attack. Extremely well executed from their side.
Now, Asterix, it is their eco round. They're looking to move into A side. They've actually bought for themselves, as you can see, stingers throughout. But Knight Rider, he has the Bulldog. He will mow them down. Take down one. He is really low though. Might get tagged by the paint grenade. We'll have to see. 4v4. Asterix, they made their way onto the side. They've got the spike planted. Asterix looking to surprise FaR Esports here with the buys coming in. We'll see if FaR Esports is able to retake the site now. Seismic Blast will come out to try to clear one side, but Scarguard, he's already done it. Seismic takes down Scarguard, though Aman is live with another. Will meet Asterix with the man lead. FaR Esports so low, both Knight Rider and Shivy, the last men standing, very low in HP bars. It'll be extremely difficult round to clutch. Asterix with the surprise moves might just pay off.
Ooh, Knight Rider just looks away at the very last second right there. He's not gonna be able to find a Skidzy right there. And he just needs to run away with the Bulldog in hand. Has no option really. As finally Team Asterix are able to decode the hyper-aggressive defense coming out from FaR Esports.
FaR Esports so dominant, so clinical, but even such a dominant and clinical team, the best way to take them down is just completely surprise them. FaR Esports expecting, by the book, an eco round to come out from Asterix. Asterix saying, no, 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 we will show you how it's done. Pull out the stingers, go for a heavy A-side push, take down that round for themselves. Asterix now multiple members looking to move into mid. This is gonna be an eco round for the side of FaR, with just Knight Rider on the Bulldog, everybody else on the pistol. So Asterix, this is gonna be their round to take for themselves. They don't have full buys either, hence making this round just as important. Now, you see, FaR, they're looking to swarm into mid, but Asterix, they're pushing into B heaven. Stick Flick with the first kill on SMX, Skidzy with another. Asterix should be able to take those kills and rotate into site A, which is completely empty.
They're changing the ultimate orb. They're making every use of this round. This is of course an eco round, so just get those ultimate points, get a couple of kills, try and make sure you farm up your own ultimate. That's all that you want to do in these kind of scenarios right now. White Horse pushing up hyper aggressively, making a lot of noise, probably gonna get caught out by Skitsy right there on the side. He will get traded out hopefully, and yes he does. The Stinger runs out of bullets, and Knight Rider just survives with the skin of his teeth, ladies and gentlemen. As 2 versus 4 scenario going out. No HP to the name of Knight Rider, and they just need to save their guns because there is no hope in the world for this to happen.
Now, this was an eco round for FaR Esports. It was just Knight Rider with the Bulldog, so we'll have to see if they actually choose to try to get some damage run to the side of Asterix, or if they choose to save their guns. Stinger, not much of a gun to save, so I do expect Shivy to try to get some kills for himself. Maybe deny the rotations from the Spike Blast coming out from the other team and try to find a couple frags there. Shivy and Knight Rider looking to do just that, holding down these corners. Now all members of Asterix approaching Shivy. Shivy, can he get a kill? He will not. Aman is live, responding on time, taking down Shivy, makes it 5-10 for FaR. Sick Flick, Aman is live, both, and Skidzy. All of them with 10 kills each, leading the charge for Asterix, trying to lead the comeback, looking really, really strong here. Asterix, they managed to pull out that surprising second round. They win the third round, but this is the real test. Full buys across both teams. If Asterix can win this round, then they have an extremely legitimate chance of making a comeback in this matchup.
That is true, because Asterix is now making a lot of proper attacks from their side. We're seeing them do a lot of rotations, we're seeing them take sides hyper aggressively, we're seeing them wait for a pick before even pushing onto a side. And that is what you need to see coming out on this round of 32, where teams are a lot more disciplined and a lot more patient of the way they attack, the way they defend, and the way they hold angles. We're not going to see a lot of players just run out and be hyper aggressive. And just as I say that, Skidzy tries to hold the angle, does get caught out. Scargot tries to hold an angle, does get caught out by Skidzy right there. And that does open up a lot of area for the side of Team Asterix. As Praniti switches up to the Vandal right now, has the skin in hand, the Synergy is on his side. Will he be able to find a pick is the real question. Moving on to the side, just spot out Chibi. There's a good amount of damage to his side, but FaR SMX is on his side as well, with Skidzy taking that double kill for his end, taking down 2 members. 4 versus 2 scenario right now for FaR Esports, and we cannot put out Knight Rider in these scenarios. He is the clutch god, and we have seen him clutch multiple rounds, even in 1 versus 4 or 1 versus 5
30 seconds
scenarios.
left.
Knight Rider definitely is capable of pulling off the 2v4, but so far it's Asterix with the lead, looking to make their way onto A side, looking to get the plant down. Knight Rider though takes down Nantes, the spike carrier is down, and it's a 3v2 now in the favor of Asterix. They need to find a safe spot to plant because they don't have a lot of time left. Aman is live, making his way onto heaven, will take down Knight Rider, but White Horse avenges his teammate, takes down Aman is live. White Horse versus Skidzy and Sick Flick, who will come out on top. White Horse turns away at the wrong time, and it's going to be Sick Flick taking him down. Buy round going to Asterix will mean 10-6. They have a chance in the next round, make it 10-7, and then contest the next buy round, make it extremely close, just 2 rounds between them. Asterix making the right moves, making the right rotations, looking to make a comeback.
That is true, and that is just unfortunate for the side of White Horse. He felt it. Like when you know you have that feeling that someone's gonna stab you on your back. And immediately we saw from the side of Skidzy that he started wall banging. on one end, just to get the attention of Whitehorse away from Sickflick right there. And just as I say that, Praniti though just out of Knight Rider on that side with a well-placed headshot. Good shot coming out from the Jet right now. Going on to the side of Asterix though, everything has just slowed down once more. Mid control is being taken over as Asterix are looking to break open this mid and see if they can force out any rotations onto this B side.
Jet versus Jet, Op versus Op. It was Praniti who came out on top. Now Whitehorse, he saved that Op from his teammate and takes down Praniti. Now the opposing Opper will avenge Knight Rider, and it's 4v4. FaR Esports, the spike is down at A, but Skidzy and the Omen down at B looking to make some noise. Scargot takes down Lantis, the Omen is no more, and this is looking like a bad omen for Asterix indeed, because they are a man down. 4-3, FaR Esports with the advantage, pulling it back after losing first blood in their eco round. It was only Knight Rider with the op, the rest of the members saving. Shivy with that sheriff, he is gonna come into town, lock down these criminals, get this round for his team.
3 versus 1 scenario right now for Sickflick, right? Sickflick. This is gonna be one of those fights that Sickflick needs to win. He's able to find it, but 7 HP. It seems quite dark for the side of Asterix. He's probably not gonna get it, but try and do some damage to the side of FaR Esports. Take away a gun or two, because this is
10 seconds
a very expensive round for Asterix. And losing this round, especially with no guns coming out as well, is gonna be quite dangerous. He needs to save this weapon at the bare minimum to try and even get anything out of this, with a Thrifty coming out for FaR Esports.
The second Thrifty of this matchup for FaR Esports will mean they're just 2 points away from match point right here. The operator of Knight Rider, even though he didn't get a kill, was saved by his team, will go into his hands in the next round. Praniti, he lost his operator even though he got first blood, and is not going to be able to afford the same going in. Even if he is, he's going to have to damage his economy severely. So we'll have to see how the operator battle pans out this time, because Asterix, even though they lost the round, they should have the economy to be able to afford full buys in the next round. And we'll see, yeah, as we expect, full buys for both teams. So we'll see if Asterix is able to continue their comeback, or if FaR Esports have just settled into their groove. Now Knight Rider with the op takes down Aman's life. This is the Knight Rider we expect, and it's 5v4 for FaR Esports. All of Asterix down at A.
This is just one of those fights we're already seeing FaR Esports taking down one of the opposing members. Whitehorse is able to survive that operator shot coming out from Praniti. Is he gonna be able to find it? And again, Knight Rider gets taken down by Praniti right there. Oh no, Scargot tries to use the ultimate, not gonna be able to find it. Sickflick taking down ACEx as well from the side. Whitehorse uses the neural theft on his end. So we're gonna be able to take down multiple members from their side. Shivy knows the last on position of the Omen. Omen does TP out. Only not being heard, but Whitehorse, being the hyper-aggressive Cypher that is known to be, does take down the Omen right there. But Trinity with the operator, he is doing a lot of damage, but Shivy looking to close it out, making it match point. So far, extremely low recon bolt has been used as well. The concussive shock goes out, but Sickflick already going in for a huge flank. He's gonna get caught off guard, and nicely done from Sickflick. And well played from both teams, but still Asterix comes out on top.
I have to commend Sickflick. He's been so on top in the high pressure situations when he's the one left to finish off a round for his team. He's been calm, he's been coordinated. Right here, goes for the peek but quickly jiggles out, makes sure that he cannot be taken down. Throws out the recon bolt to create, get the extra information and bait Shivy to the other side while he himself is pushing down that angle and is able to take down Shivy. 7-11 for Asterix, a huge round. This will be the eco round for FaR now, and another chance for Asterix to pull it right back. Praniti on the operator was really good last round, able to get a couple kills for himself. We'll see if he's able to make a similar impact this round. Looking down A ramps, which is exactly looking down A B side, which is just trying to cause chaos for his team. Now FaR Esports, Knight Rider looking to hold down A ramps, gets taken down by Aman's life instead, and I'm expecting Asterix to go for the rotation here as they have mid control in the form of Lantis and Praniti holding it down. We'll see if Asterix is able to make the moves, because FaR Esports, they've rotated to A.
Saying that early rotation is all that it seems to be doing, but oh no, FaR just gets taken down by the rampage coming out from Skidsy right there. One after the next, the bodies did drop, and calling up the phone number of SMX. It's Flick. He gets that well-placed headshot onto him, sending him back home, ladies and gentlemen. And Team Asterix are just clawing their way back up from the gutter they were put in, making it an 8-11 scoreline and match point still to be reached for FaR Esports.
Yeah, 8-11. Asterix looking to pull it back, looking really strong doing the same. But having said that, that was FaR Esports' eco round. So this round is going to be the true test, because if Asterix win this round, it makes it 11-9, another eco round for FaR, and a chance to put themselves in distance of just one round to the other team. FaR Esports with 5 Vandals though, looking to make their mark here, pushing in aggressively to A ramps, and the spam coming through the smoke does not find anyone. The Hunter's Fury will come out from SAExQUAD, does not tag anyone so far, will not tag anyone. Both teams just playing it really slow, waiting for somebody to make a wrong step, make a wrong move, and looking to take advantage of that.
God. That boom bot nearly just destroyed Priniti's life. I don't know if you noticed that or not. That boom bot nearly just took him down, and just as I say that, SAExQUAD comes in from the side, taking out SMX right there. Night Rider tries to go for a refrag, but knows it's not wise to pick 2 players at the same time. Skidsy comes in with a showstopper in hand. He's looking to kill someone, taking down the opponent Raze. Scargod does go down, and the B side has been broken into.
Spike now rotating slowly through sewers, making its way towards B. All 3 members of FaR though, they made their way towards B. Night Rider through stairs in heaven takes down Priniti, makes it 4v3. I wonder if the Spike just goes through the mid vents and goes through A, knowing that they have the information of them being at B. It's not gonna happen actually. The Spike going all the way to B now. Skizzy taking down by toss, gets return killed, and 3v2. Now Asterix making the quick rotations to A. All 3 of them trying to run really fast. But FaR Esports is Shivy and Night Rider, the most experienced players on the team. The Rolling Thunder coming out. Shivy looking to make the plays, gets taken down by Lantis. 1v3, just Night Rider and a Dream. He's definitely capable of this, but can he do it? We'll have to see.
Really hoping that Night Rider does get this, and this is gonna put a huge dent on the confidence of Asterix if he gets this match point. But if FaR Esports do lose this, this is just gonna be a snowball effect going forward, and especially with no money going out, but they do have the loss bonus. They can buy something, but this is just gonna be one of those fights. And just as I say, Night, it does get that one pick of the knives do come out. He's looking to close this out. Sick flick side does get spotted out, and he has everything right now for the side of Night Rider. He has the tailwind, he has everything, but he's not gonna be able to find it. Being indecisive right there, Night Rider get crumbling under the pressure a little bit, does not find any kills, and Team Asterix take another round off the board, making it 9-11.
FaR Esports losing that buy round is going to hurt their economy so much. And even though Night Rider tries to pull out the heroics right here, trying to use the Blade Storm to get a kill, their team, the Sick Flick and Aman is live, playing it so smart, playing it so safe. I have to commend Sick Flick right there for not peeking. Like, it goes against every bone in your body to not peek, but that is the right move. You do not peek when the spike is planted, you wait. Does exactly that, and now FaR on the eco, looking to push in aggressively. FaR looking to cause some damage. The Spike already in the sewers though, looking to run away. Night Rider takes down Aman's life, but all of Asterix will make their way onto side B and plant the Spike and look to take over from there.
A really nice call out coming out from the IGL of FaR Esports, I would say. Especially on an eco round like this, it's always good to just go 5-man, brush them down, and don't stop. And they did get 1 gun out of Team Asterix right there, and that's pretty much the entire thing, as SMX gets another gun for himself as well, taking out Sick Flick on a good off angle for his side. And probably taking that takeoff, and they are looking to finish it off. Priniti tries to get away from the paint shells coming out from Scargod, does get taken down, and Skitsy, the only one remaining, but Scargod, he has his phone number, calls him up, and he's like, I know where you are, I'm gonna take you down. And finally, match point goes towards the side of goes to the side of FaR Esports right now, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems like they're hoping to close it out.
FaR Esports' 3rd Thrifty of the match, and such an important Thrifty round. SMX just absolutely popped off, using the Omen ultimate to reposition himself into B garage, waiting in the shadows with the Sheriff, took down his opposing Omen, was able to get the gun for himself, and then finds multiple kills with that Phantom. Now 9 to 12 for both teams. Both teams can afford the full buys, but it's FaR Esports with the match point. Asterix, they're walking on eggshells. They cannot afford to stumble whatsoever because they will come down face planting, and FaR Esports will take the win. Asterix, understanding the situation, playing it very, very slowly, not looking to make any sort of aggressive peek whatsoever. FaR, though, doing the exact same, is going to be the team who is able to get the first outplay, the first outmaneuver of the other team that's going to be able to win the match. Now, the spike is making its way onto A. Both teams playing it very, very slow. We'll just have to see, because when the action starts, it's going to start and go off like a bunch of dominoes, just constantly cascading after each other.
That is a true fact right there, CA, but seems like teams are just gonna wait it out. ACExQUAD gets that first kill onto Trinity. One of the entry fraggers does go down, and on the side of Team Asterix, they have no flash, and the Jet was their primary way of getting back onto a side. Amalin's life spots out ACExQUAD on the garden angle right now, but seems dark for the side of Asterix. 30 seconds left on the clock. They have no time. They need to execute onto this A side. If they try and rotate, they're not gonna make it. Gets a kick on the Scar God, and Skipsy gets another one with ACExQUAD. They're probably gonna be able to fight it like Whitehorn with that spray down, taking down multiple members from the side of Asterix, and Shimmy comes in from B, from A Haven right now and takes him down. And finally, FaR Esports just crumbled down Team Asterix, and that is where the clock was ticking. And that was just a sad loss for the side of Team Asterix.
Asterix did really well in the attacking side, but I feel like the few extra rounds that they could have pulled through in the defensive side is where they fell short. I think if it was 7-5 or even 6-6, I think Asterix had the potential to take it through. As we talked about that, right? Skidsy, 271 ACS, 19 kills on top of the leaderboards, on top, leading his team forward. Skidsy had an amazing, amazing game. But Knight Rider not too far behind. FaR Esports will take the win, move on to the round of 16. Asterix will look to come back in the next series, make their mark once again. But GG well played to both teams, and now we'll take a second to look through the entire match, talk about where each team could have done something different with the Relive the Moment, brought to you by Ideapad Gaming Notebook 3, powered by AMD Ryzen 4000 series processors, perfect for gaming and multitasking. Now, Aggressive, let me ask you about the first half, right? The first half, I feel like it just went a little too awry for Asterix. What number do you think if they had arrived at, they would have a much better chance? Personally, I think even if they got an 8-4 scoreline, I think the number of match points could have been reduced, and they would have a significantly larger chance in the second half to try to make a comeback.
I think as a team, they had a lot of issues going out on the defensive half, just to be like a kind of some over rotations, some lost gunfights, of course, but they didn't really give a lot of backup to a lot of their players. We have seen on the defensive half that if one player held an angle, he held it alone, and no one else, like even if that one player died, no one else could have come in to get the refrag. That was one of the primary issues I saw when it comes to Asterix's defense. That okay, one player is holding a one-off angle, he dies, and who's gonna take a refrag? There is absolutely no one to do anything on those cases, unless like FaR Esports make like a huge mistake and they pay the price for it. There was nothing that Team Asterix could have done. And on the attacking half, in my personal opinion, you can also back me up on this, that at the very last round, do you remember when I told you that if they lose this round and if it goes to match point, this is gonna hurt Asterix's confidence? I've seen them as a team even before when they casted the last match. They are a team based on momentum and confidence. And as their IGL, I'm pretty sure that was just a misplay or a miscommunication from their side. They wasted a lot of time when it came to the clock, and were down to the very last few seconds on those halves. And they couldn't do anything. They had no map control, they had no information, what were they gonna do? And they just crumbled under that pressure.
Yeah, towards the end, FaR Esports looking to force it, ended up going into the site with all members, looking to force it was Asterix, ended up going into a site where all members of FaR Esports just waiting for them to come in. But in the first half, I feel like Asterix, they were a bit too over-aggressive in certain rounds, and that ended up costing them. And a few areas where each member not covering each other's back in terms of individual gameplay, I feel like Skidzy, Aman is life cycle, like all of them just impressed the hell out of me. They were absolutely brilliant and exactly the team you could expect, especially with that thrifty round coming in towards the early part of the first half. Having said that, FaR Esports, they were just clinical. Even when they went down several rounds in the second half, they're able to pull it back. They're able to rely on their mental and just break things down to an even state and then once again continue their tempo forward. FaR Esports, a very clinical team looking to be the new champion in Series 3, moving on to the round of 16 now. That was game 2 of the action that we have for you today. 4 more games to go, so there's a ton of action. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get constant updates for all the action. That was the end of game 2 with FaR Esports moving to the round of 16. We're going to go set up for game 3 and be back with you with the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 3 powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD with ActFiberNet as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. See you with game 3.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
aimed at the earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Hell Ranger 1 versus 5, and this is going to be Velocity Gaming winning TEC Challenger Series.
The clock is ticking down. Velocity can feel it. Velocity have done it. 3-2. They take the grand finals and are your undisputed champions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 3, powered by Ideapad Gaming and AMD, with ACT as our fiber partner and AFK Gaming as our media partner. I'm CA, back with Aggressive for Game 3 between Team Tamilas and FaR Esports. This is set to be a banger. Are you excited, Aggressive?
You're more excited than I am because Team Tamilas is your favorite team. No cap on that. So I hope to see a lot of amazing plays. And I'm really excited to cast this as well. You have hyped up Team Tamilas so much that I want to cast this match really.
I enjoy the way Team Tamilas approaches the game. It's very different. They feed off of tempo and raw emotion. And while they're not the most clinical team on the map at any point, they're definitely a team that can inspire a lot of teams. Our 5th place team coming in from the previous series, Team Tamilas looking to make a mark. But let's not forget their opponents' purpose. They've made it so far to the round of 32. Just one more step would give them so much agency and so much freedom. I expect Purpose to be a complete dark horse and try to take Team Tamilas by surprise, because the best way to beat Team Tamilas is just to beat them right out of the gate and not put them in, not let them get comfortable, because if they get comfortable, you just have to worry that it's just one and done and over. Now, we are going to be playing on Bind, a map we've seen a lot of Team Tamilas on, so I'm excited to see what Purpose brings to the table and what innovations they can put forth.
Innovation is one of those things that Team Tamilas is known for, but Team Purpose, not really a team that we have heard a lot about, but hopefully they bring a lot more to the table as we're moving forward into the match. And on a map like Bind, it's a lot about innovation. There's not really a single way you can attack a site. Yes, you can. On this map, it plays a lot more on rotations, less on site executions. And if you see Team Purpose going for a lot more of those mind games, going in for the teleport plays, maybe picking an Omen, going for fake TPs, just playing around with Team Tamila and seeing how they are actually going to be holding up against all of those mind games, I'm really interested to see. And Team Tamilas are well known for adapting really quickly to certain plays, and that's what we're going to be seeing. Hopefully, that's what we're going to be seeing.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a really interesting matchup between these teams. Team Tamilas, they were once known as the comeback kings, but they've since then re-established themselves as a much more clean team that is able to also take leads and establish them. So I'm looking forward to seeing a clean Team Tamilas today. Team Tamilas that is able to just hold down the fort once having taken the lead. But now, going into game, we'll take a quick look at the lineups for both the teams. For the side of Team Tamilas, Tag is once again back in the lineup, but it will be Jin still holding down, looking to establish his pace. Yet another substitution for Team Tamilas. In terms of literal lineups, it's the Team Tamilas special. They've sort of adopted this lineup from Velocity and Haven, and then carried it forward to multiple maps. They like the way it works within the team. For the side of Purpose, though, I like this lineup. There's the Raze and the Reyna, and then there's the Omen, Cypher, and the Sova. Purpose looking to take down Team Tamilas with the tags as well. PE Dave, PE Beast. I really like the way Purpose are coming into this match.
Purpose has that confidence on their side right now. Because look at their picks. There is the Reyna for the flash. There is the Raze for the control when it comes to the bind angles. And especially on Hookah, they can really control every single site properly just because of that one Raze pick. But in the attacking phases, it's going to be the hardest because on bind, it is a map that is quite defense-sided because of, first of all, the B side is extremely difficult to break into in general if you don't know how to do it with proper execution and proper team play. And with the raids, you can quite easily break into the side because one paint shell onto the back of side opens up every single angle that they can hold off on the elbow side, the behind boxes, and even on the A side, it's much more smoke heavy and execution heavy. For example, with an Omen Flash on the U-Haul, you can just break into the side easily, only needing to clear one angle. And with the Reyna in play as well, they can just have the Leer be on one angle, Roomba on the other angle, and just walk up into the side.
Now the pause timer has been taken off. We're set to go into the matchup, and it's gonna be Purpose Esports on the attacking side, Team Tamilas on the defending side. Team Tamilas, they love being on the defensive side. It's been noted that even in areas where they won the toss, they like to set it up so that they're starting on the defensive side. It vibes really well with the confidence coming in, their innate synergy. But what is there to note today is Team Tamilas, they don't have their usual jet player in flex. It's going to be Rafa picking up the flex and Jin on the Sova that we saw him on yesterday. So yet another substitution with Team Tamilas. Team Tamilas keeping the cards close to their chest, not willing to reveal. Also making sure that they're using their squad to the utmost potential and giving enough games to everybody, giving the potential to swap out in the middle of a series. But now, it's Purpose opening up the charts with the first kill. Dave finds a kill onto Team Tamilas, takes down Rafa, and it's going to be Purpose looking to move into side P, 5 versus 4.
5 versus 4 scenario onto their side. Team Tamilas does go down one man, but you cannot put any one of these members down. Jin does take a bit of damage coming out from the shock dart, just holding it down, not really hyper aggressively peeking, trying to see if he can get some information for his team to see where they're going to be rotating. Calls are coming out for the A take probably soon enough, as we're going to be seeing Team Purpose already rotating off, probably Zoid taking first contact. Arrow has been used. He's not going to spot out Zoid right now, and he's probably going to get one pick. Does not find it onto the Reyna, but does a good amount of damage moving forward into this fight. Storming into the Wii Hall right now. Zoid finally able to take that pick. Has a flash as well in hand. Omen TP's up to the top side. They're not really going to be able to notice as soon as this smoke fades. It's going to be huge damage for their side. P. Kayuza takes down Jin right there, but Zoid is able to heal up, has the Molly in hand. That's all that he needs to try and get something HP advantage towards the side of Team Tamilas and a post-plan scenario for Purpose Esports.
I have to say, these post-plan positions from them could end up being costly. 2 members behind boxes. Zoid gets both of them. His third hot hands of this round. Zoid looking for the ace in the first round. Will he fake it? He will not be able to take down Blitz. Instead, it's Blitz taking down Zoid, clutching that round through for his team. I was just gonna say I was not loving the post-plant positions from Purpose with multiple members behind the boxes because it sets up so easy for Zoid to flash that and just take both of them down at once, getting so much value out of it. Zoid with 4 kills, he was able to regenerate his molly 2 times in that round, using it a total of 3, playing it really well. But Purpose, they're the team that's going to be able to take down Team Tamilas to make it 1-0. Purpose got the first blood, used that, rotated, played really well. Now 1-0, Team Tamilas on the eco.
Team Tamilas being on the eco round though, they're actually gonna force back. And we have a look at the scoreboard for just 1 second. It's just Zoid going with the Bucky though. No armor, no nothing. Does get 4 frags on the last round, so he has that money to spend on his side. Moving on to the smoke side for Omen, we are seeing him just playing it slow, playing it steady. No one has spotted him out. He's trying to bait out his teammate right now, and yes, Rafa does go down, but Tag, he's just gonna be holding it, but they do know as Tag does go down to peak. Ayuza does dink him in the head once, but not really gonna be enough. No wallbang does come through from his end, and Dev just runs in with the Spectre and takes down Jin immediately. Bucky in hand for Zoid. He has a dream right now with this Bucky. Will he be able to find something? It's a real question.
Just 2v5 for Team Tamilas right here. Just Zoid and Stoner left looking to pull off some damage onto Purpose Esports, because Purpose Esports, they have the spike planted, they have the entries covered, they're looking comfortable. 4 members in hookah, just the Omen holding down long. We'll have to see if Zoid is able to make some sort of impact, because this is the eco round for Team Tamilas. They're going to be comfortable with not losing, this round. Now, Purpose moving in aggressively into the mid side, looking to find some picks. It says Stoner finds one. Stoner looking for another, will not get it. Instead, it'll be just Blitz taking him down. And Zoid will just end up saving the Bucky. I don't really think it's as much of a save. I expect him to be upgrading to a full buy next round. So basically, an eco round loss for Team Tamilas. Yet another round 1 for Purpose. Purpose looking extremely strong here. But we saw this in the previous matches. We see this a lot. Teams sort of take a couple rounds to settle in. So I'm looking at Purpose in this round. They're not going to be buying. They're going to be sticking to their usual Spectres, Bulldogs, just a couple members picking up the Wendos, meaning that this is Team Tamilas' round to lose. They're spending the money in this round. We'll see what they're able to do.
Zoid is actually sticking to the Bucky right now. I would actually give the Bucky to the Jet. Seemingly she has a lot more potency with the Bucky, but Jiren is holding down his angles. He's peeking it out. He's pre-firing every single side. The drone does come through the hookah teleport to try and spot out multiple members. Only spots out Jiren on the side, but things have slowed down quite heavily, trying to wait it out, and we're gonna see a huge flank coming out from the Cypher from Team Tamilas. Probably getting that first pick off on, then making first contact on the backside. Still just waiting it out and trying to see something from his end. Tag is on the corner, tries to find out Hayuza. Hayuza takes down Rafa right now, but does get refragged almost immediately. Reina uses the Deathsmith, but gets caught out by Tag and Purpose Esports. 3 members down, sorry. And 3 versus 2 scenario going into this fight.
It's gonna be Jiren and Beast looking to move into B against Jin and the Omen right here. 2v2 on the site, but it's Team Tamilas with the lead. Stoner is going to rotate now with the information having gone down the side of Team Tamilas. Tag going to reposition, looking to find someone off guard. Jiren just waiting down in heaven for his team to come down. Instead, it'll be Jin taking Jiren down, and Tag will take down Beast in return. 3rd kill for Tag. Zoid and Tag leading the score shots for their team leading the charge, getting this round for themselves. Team Tamilas winning the buy round, so important because they could not afford to go down the ditch. But Purpose, they're looking really good with the rotations as well. So I think we're just set in for a banger. Both teams looking really strong, and it's going to be the team that is able to sustain the strength throughout the entire match who's going to be end up coming out on top.
And we're already seeing Stoner going in for those sneaky cyber cages. I did not really even know that you can do that. He's showing his prowess on the Cypher right now. So Team Tamilas able to find the defensive round. Huge round win for them because they dealt some damage to the economy. And of course they kept their own guns. But that was quite a heavy and risky round coming out from them. As we see Rafa immediately taking a kill onto Kayuza and no HP being lost as well. He's looking pretty. He is looking healthy. as it seems like the eco round is going in favor of Team Purpose, with Jiren coming in and just stomping him down, but Rafa has the glitch pop bulldog in hand. That's all that he's gonna be needing as he takes down 2 heads from the side of Team Purpose Esports.
Now, it is 4v3 on the map. Team Tamilas with the man advantage, but Purpose, they're playing it really, really slow. This is the eco round. We might just end up seeing a thrifty from Purpose, or Team Tamilas will hold on. Now, you see Zoid rotating to B, looking to catch up with his teammate Tag, help him hold down B, which is exactly where Purpose is making their way. 2 members moving down hookah in Beast and
30
now
seconds
Zoid
left.
finds them into hookah, gets a couple tag himself, throws out the flash, kills both of them, insta one
enemy
tags
remaining.
Dave, and Jin takes down Jiren, and it'll be Zoid taking down Beast for the last kill. Eco round for Purpose Esports, and Team Tamilas win that round, making it 2-2. Next buy round will dictate not only who takes the lead, but who takes the tempo forward in this matchup.
Zoid just absolutely demolished Raider right there. Honestly speaking, he's like, oh, hello there. That Raider just disappeared and he just got disintegrated in a matter of seconds. Zoid coming in clutch right there with that amazing headshot from this man, and with the running back being present, they're looking to go out for a very hyper-aggressive push on this shower angle. Omen already has off angle set up for his side, probably gonna take the peek and does get taken down immediately. Zoid and Rafa is pushing out on it, but Rafa does get caught out by Bliss. 1 member for both sides. The defense is going to take a lot more of a hit compared to the attack, and of course, if you lose 1 member on defense, that is a lot bigger than losing 1 member on attack, as Jiren does get spotted out by the Silver Dart coming out from Team Tamilas. They have some knowledge of where they are, but not much. The round timer is going down to 1 minute. Things are slowing down quite heavily.
Purpose just waiting it out. The recon board from the side of Jin will reveal their positions. Now, will they choose to rotate or will they choose to come back right here? We'll have to see. On the other side, you see the Cypher in Blitz just slowly moving through the showers, looking to find a pick for himself, looking to make some noise, while the rest of his team, they're rotating to B, which is where Stoner is set up with his trap wires, his camera. This will be a
30
difficult
seconds
fort to
left.
penetrate, but just as I say that, Tag, he's rotating to A, the Blitz Cypher play coming out, but Tag gets the information, rotates back to B, and it'll be Cypher in the Stoner and Tag looking to hold it down. Paranoia comes out, blinds multiple members, but it's gonna be Jiren taking down Stoner, Jiren taking down the run it back clone of Zoid. Jiren throws
10
out the
seconds left.
showstopper, does not find anyone, but with just 8 seconds left, they need to plant. Spy carrier goes down as Tag finds Beast from the elbow area, and that will not be enough time. That will be just enough time, 0.03 seconds. The spike goes down. 2v2, Zoid and Jin versus Beast and Dave.
Beast and Dev does go through, but Zoid comes in with big with a headshot, and it seems like Dev's head is gonna be hurting after all of those 1-taps that he's facing. 1 HP to the name of Jiren. Will he be able to show his power level and take down Zoid? And Zoid tries to go in for the flash into the box. He's not gonna be able to find it. Does get caught out by Jiren right there, and he just slaps him down as Team Purpose Esports take another round.
Jiren came up huge that round, especially when they pushed into B. The Paranoia came out, blinding multiple of his teammates, but Jiren held their back, was able to take down Stoner, then was able to take down Zoid's Phoenix clone, his ultimate being basically rendered useless by Jiren. After that, taking down Tag with the help of Dave to ensure that the spike goes down just in time, and then clutching it out. Jiren, the MVP, also the leader in the scorecard for Purpose right now. Now, Purpose looking to take that momentum that they have in their favor, looking to push it forward. For the side of Team Tamilas, this is basically a full buy round, which is Rafa looking to not buy. You'll see a heavy B commit coming in from Purpose. We'll see if this will work. The Paranoia comes out, try to deny it, but Purpose committed to B, looking to push in aggressively.
Rafa playing it a bit too hyper-aggressive. They may just get caught out, but a well-placed headshot coming out from this man takes out Jiren, one of the driving forces for the side of Team Purpose. He does go down immediately to the refrag 4 versus 4 scenario. They have not yet entered the site, and they're looking to, of course, with the Omen TV coming out on top as well. Tag is none the wiser. He does not know that he's up there. If he pushes up he makes one small mistake, this is gonna cost him. But Kayuza doesn't know as well. This is just gonna be a play that they're just gonna be holding and watching. As the timer goes down to 40 seconds, they need to execute onto this A side or B side, and Kayuza just sitting it out on that end.
Careful now.
This may just spell doom for the rotations coming out from their
30 seconds
side.
left.
But immediately the TP is being taken. Shower angle has been controlled, but Zoid comes in from the side, taking down one on the dev again. As he has 10 bullets in the mag, getting a good well-placed headshot on the side, but still immediately gets taken out from the shower angle by Kayuza. 3 versus 2 scenario on post plan. Who will win it out is the real question.
exactly where you are.
Now 3 versus 2. Team Tamilas on the retake. The neural theft
One
coming
enemy
out
remains.
will reveal their position. Jin with one, Jin with another. Jin winning that round for Team Tamilas. Such an important round. Back to back to back to back. One team takes the lead, but the other answers back. 3-3 Team Tamilas and Purpose looking neck to neck. Both of these teams looking as brilliant as we expect from a team that has made it to the top 32 stage. Purpose on the attacking side will be feeling better about going even than Team Tamilas will, so it's going to be up to Team Tamilas to look to try to take the lead in the next round, where Purpose will be forced to go for an eco round. Now, the way this round went off, I really enjoyed how Team Tamilas went for the retake. Zoid was always on A despite the initial B push, trusting in his teammates to hold it down, which is exactly what they did. Purpose on this eco round, once again looking to push into B. 3 members on B with the Cypher is going to be a Hatat. Stoner takes him down through the Lear. Stoner looking for another instead, gets taken down by Blitz. Rafa with 1 makes it 4v3, and Purpose, they're committed to B.
They're hard committed on this side, but this is of course an ego round, so you can't really expect them to go for plays that will be hyper aggressive. And Dev, well placed one step coming out from him, taking down one member, has a gun in hand, takes down Rafa as well, and Team Tamilas is already on the back foot. 3 versus 2 scenario. Every single member for the side of Team Purpose Esports has a gun on their side. And what will happen now is the real question. Zoid does the bunny hops on the back angle, trying to go for something onto this elbow side. Jin needs to wait for the elbow push, otherwise he's gonna get pincered out hard. Spots out the gun of Kayuza right there. Needs to push up slowly. Cypher checking his camera is not gonna be none the wiser. Jin posting up, gets that headshot onto Kayuza, and Zoid comes in from the side. Perfectly executed from Team Tamilas at an extremely well played retake coming out from Jin and Zoid.
Yeah, Team Tamilas, I thought they were done and out because Purpose, they played that round so beautifully. It was their eco round, but they pushed into B and were able to play continuous trades and make it expensive for Team Tamilas. But Zoid and Jin towards the end in a 2v3 situation acknowledge that Sharusta being the dark cover being used by Omen, revealing his position. Zoid coming in from the other angle, takes down multiple members. Together they broke into the site and were able to find multiple kills at the same time, giving them the lead. Can they take this momentum forward? We'll have to see, because now it's full buys for Purpose. They were able to do what they did in the last round with just pistols. I'm expecting them to do much better here with full loadouts. Now switching up their strategy, moving towards A site. We'll have to see if Purpose is able to make their mark here.
Purpose hopefully will be able to make their mark. 4-3 for both teams. 4-3 going for the side of Team Tamilas as the defense is slowly getting crumbled. The recon ball does go through, spots out Jin right there. But Zoid uses the run it back, hopefully gonna find one pick off, and here's the sound of Blitz, takes him down, and Jin with another chalked out kill for his side. Another well-placed headshot coming out from Zoid. 4 versus 5 scenario for his side, but Zoid says no, this is my kill, and this is my territory. Get out of here, Purpose Esports. 5-3 scoreline for Team Tamilas.
There is one thing that you simply cannot do against Team Tamilas, and that's give them momentum. Zoid and Jin in that last round, getting that round through for their team, getting the lead, meant that Team Tamilas, you see what happens when they get momentum. Full buy round for both teams, but Team Tamilas just completely dominate, make it a flawless round for themselves, and are able to pull it through. Now you'll see the setup for Team Tamilas, Zoid and Jin alone on A, 3 members on B. You're expecting Tamilas, expecting a B push to come in, and they're absolutely right, Team Tamilas, in the mind of their opponent. We'll have to see if Purpose can somehow surprise them. Dave takes down Tag not expecting to be taken down right here. Perfect crosshair placement. Rafa takes down Jiren though, enhancer, and Rafa with another. Stoner with one more. Zoid still hasn't left side A. The confidence in his teammates is absolutely fantabulous by Team Tamilas.
Team Tamilas, they have such good synergy with each other. There is no angle being left uncovered. We have seen this on Paratroopers, and we are seeing this on Team Tamilas as well. Having trust in your teammates is extremely important. Jin does get taken down by Kayuza, but the location has been revealed, and we all know that Kayuza is just chilling out on this elbow side. Ooh, Blitz though, that must have hurt. Rafa getting headshotted right there immediately. And here comes Zoid on the back end, gets that pick off, and Stoner just cleans it up for the side of Team Tamilas. An extremely well played defense from TT.
TT starting to pick up the tempo and the pace in this matchup, having now with a 3-round lead, looking to establish themselves hard. Now, going into the next round, I have to note that we don't have Flex in this lineup. He's the regular operator for the side of Team Tamilas. Now that Team Tamilas, they've won a few rounds for themselves, they have a good economy going. Normally, I would expect Flex to be picking up the operator. Instead, as I expect, you see Rafa on the jet picking up the operator, looking to close it down for Team Tamilas, holding down the A angle right here. 3 members on A this time, not 3 members on B, because they're expecting Purpose to go to B, and that's exactly where they are. Now the operator will find one. Rafa kills one, dashes right out. May it be Rafa or Flex, both of these brilliant players always make use of the operator perfectly. Now Purpose looking to commit to side A with the Showstopper coming out. Showstopper does not find any kills, but creates enough space for Purpose to move into side. 4 versus 4. Purpose looking to fight back and pull back the score in their favor.
But Jin says no, gets that kill onto Beast right now. But Jiren does answer back immediately with the refrag. Moving up, Stoner gets another well-placed headshot on the depth. Spike is going to be going down, but 3 versus 2 post-plant scenario. Both of them holding this, holding the U-Haul angle, and if they do get pushed on, it's going to be really difficult for their side to even hold this down. Tag is looking at our Paranoia. It's soon to be used. It's going to be using it. Does spot out Jiren right now, but he's not going to be able to find it. Jiren gets a well-placed swing, but Stoner is already awaiting on the side of heaven to take him down. And another round for Team Tamilas, making it a 7-3 scoreline.
Yeah, Team Tamilas, once again, looking really strong, as you would expect them to. Purpose, though, I feel like they started off the match really well. I really like the way they played slow and then commit to a site. But I want to see a bit of creativity from them, because they've gone from site A to site B to site A to site B, and I've seen continuously how Team Tamilas are predicting their movements. I want them to do something unpredictable, completely throw Team Tamilas off of the tempo, and then grab the match for themselves, take it in their hands, and bring back the lead into their favor. Now 7-3. It will be Purpose being able to afford full buys, but with a sparing bank and 3 light shields, this is such an important round. Purpose, they need to fight back, need to at least get to 4 rounds in the attacking half to have a really good say in the defensive half. 7-3 now, the recon drone coming out from the TP will give away the knowledge that Jiren, he is down at mid. Team Tamilas, no forced rotations, exactly what you expect from a top tier team. 2 members still at A, just Rafa rotating to B, acknowledging that a B side push is possible. Rafa with the operator trying to hold down that hookah angle. Purpose though, they're looking to play mind games themselves. The spike is making its way towards A, but they're playing it slow. They do not want to commit just yet. They wait for the end of the clock and then look to go at one time.
Team Tamilas are such a well-disciplined team. Like, I love seeing how they play, how they move, and the way that they work as a team. It's not just one player being absolutely explosive. Like, we can see from the scoreboard, 16, 8, 8, and 4. They're playing every single member correctly. Yes, of course, Zoid is leading the charge, but he's being set up by every single one of his team members. He's not being a one-man army. And just as I say that, Rafa gets a clean operator shot on the death, taking down the first member, and Zoid comes in from the side, gets that complete spray down on Jiren, and Blitz with another shot onto Kayuza. Zoid, this man is on fire today, taking a 19-kill lead, going into an 8-3.
Tag and Zoid were the new players coming into Team Tamilas in Series 2, and they were the players that took Team Tamilas from a lower bracket finish all the way to the top 5. Tag and Zoid, they were instrumental in Team Tamilas' rise, and you can see exactly why. Team Tamilas, they haven't made any changes to their roster, just strengthened their roster further by bringing in a player like Jin, who's available to sub in for the team, is available to sort of bring in the competition between the players and make a name for themselves. Now Rafa gets tagged once, dancing between the Hunter's Fury will not go down. Instead, it's Zoid taking down Dave. Running back comes back. Zoid looking to get further his lead on top of the leaderboard. Rafa on the operator does not find the shot. Instead, gets taken down by Beast. Jin getting 2 though will mean it's 4v2 for Team Tamilas. A quick round looking that it's going to go in Team Tamilas' favor, making it 9-3 into the second half.
The shock dart does come through as well, but Zoid way quicker on the peaks and way quicker on the trigger right there. Takes down the raid
Switching
immediately,
sides.
and Team Purpose are on the back foot, going on a 9-3 into the second half. It's going to be really rough, especially on a map like Bind.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely hard for Purpose Esports to pull it back, but having said that, just in the last matchup, Asterix versus FaR Esports, we saw how Asterix, even though they went down to a similar scoreline, were able to inspire some sort of comeback against FaR. On the attacking side, in a map we expect to not be attacking favored. Similarly on Bind, I'm hoping Purpose, they're able to show their identity, show that they are just as innovative on the attacking side as Team Tamilas, on the defensive side, as disciplined as Team Tamilas was on the defensive side, and pull it back. For Team Tamilas, Zoid, he's just running over the entire team right now, looking to flex his might. We'll see exactly what is going to happen as Team Tamilas, they're looking to push into B side here. 4 members down long with the help of Stoner's camera. It's going to be a heavy push into B by Team Tamilas. Everyone going in, the smokes come out from the side of Rafa, dash in, but it's Beast with that shock dart kill to start it off for us.
Team Tamilas does go 1 member down, but still they're gonna be able to get that spike plant off at the bare minimum. Kayuza's just sitting in his smoke, waiting out, biding his time. Zoid uses all of his bullets, needs to get out of that situation, but does get caught out by Kayuza. He's not gonna be able to find that. Stoner gets a pick onto Blitz as well. Blitz though gets 1 onto Tag, and that's gonna hurt a lot as Rafa takes another one
Spike planted.
onto the Raze. Raze being at 1 HP on the back end. This is going to be one of those fights that is going to be instrumental for their side. Zoid being at 1 HP needs to sit in the back, and Zoid gets a pick on the B, and they do not take the corners, and Rafa comes in clutch with the 2K right there, taking down the Raze and them all at once, and making it a 10-3. Losing the pistol round basically almost guarantees a loss in the second round. CA, do you think they're going to go for a force buy?
I think I expect Purpose Esports to be going for an eco round because it's still at 10-3. If it was 11-3, I would want them to go for the first buy because you don't want to give up match point. But at 10-3, I feel like they have that 1 extra round where they can go for the eco round and then look to pull it back in the buy round. We'll see. Yeah, they're going just for the eco right here, Purpose Esports, and they're looking to push in aggressively from all angles. 2 members down at B. Get smoked, get flashed by Zoid right here though. And looking to hold down this angle is Blitz. Instead just gets shot into the next site through the teleporter. 5v3 for Team Tamilas, and they'll take control of site B once again.
This seems as though it's gonna be one of those fights that, oh no, Jiren gets caught off guard by Zoid. 5 versus 2 scenario, especially on eco round, is not something that you want to see, especially on a map like Bind, which is so hard to even defend anything on. And just as I stated, Beast is able to take 1 on the Void, but Rafa answers back immediately, coming out from the B long angle, ladies and gentlemen. And Dev just sitting here with a shotgun on CT spawn, just asking them, please come to me. Please. I have a very beautiful shotgun skin in my hand. Can you just please come to me and give me a kill? Recon does spot him out. And they know his last known position. They're not gonna give it up. Shock darts are coming out as well. As Jin tries to go in for the fight, takes him down with the stinger. And the shotty's not gonna be true right there, ladies and gentlemen. At Team Tamilas on 11-3.
Now this next round is gonna be so important for Purpose Esports. It's their buy round. They cannot afford to lose this round because losing this round gives match point to Team Tamilas on a round where they have the eco advantage. Purpose, they need to start pulling it back with full buys this round, and I expect this team, they have the potential and the caliber to do so. But this is what I meant. From 3-3, that Zoid and Jin play, making it 4-3, giving so much tempo to Team Tamilas all the way to 11-3 now. You cannot give this team any momentum because they just feed off of it. They're hungry for it, and now Team Tamilas looking to push their way in further. Once again, going for the B side play.
B-side play is already gonna happen. Jin has the information, knows that 2 players are onto this side. Shock darts are going out as well. Omen taking a good amount of damage. Recon Bolt does find out 2 players, but as we see from the side, Rafa getting that 2k right now is all that they're gonna be needing as he tries to get another one into Jiren, but a well-placed headshot coming out from the Raze is able to take down Rafa, but Jin answers back quickly with the refrag. Zoid holding the angle, just jiggling it out. He has the flash in hand, just waiting for Dev to make one sound. He's probably gonna be able to find it, but Dev places the headshot onto Jin's head, but Stoner comes in from the back through the A flank, taking him down, and the only one left is gonna be the Cypher just chilling out onto this B side. Chilling out on the elbow side, trying to go for another reverse flank. 3 versus 1 scenario seems dark for his side, and just as I say it, Stoner takes him down, and it's match point for Team Tamilas.
Match
Team
point.
Tamilas run their B push back once again, and Purpose, they simply don't seem to have any answers for it. They're not able to hold down the side the way Team Tamilas did, and they keep getting breached. I really like the approach of Team Tamilas to go through long rather than go through hookah and rely on the pure 1v1 duel potential rather than just rely on pure brute force to force into B side. But now going into the next round is going to be Purpose Esports forced to make inefficient buys because they are in the match point. We'll look at how Purpose Esports is able to approach this because the Cypher is at A, which is where Team Tamilas is looking to push in. 3 Bulldogs, 4 Bulldogs and a Judge means that Purpose, they do not have the weaponry that Team Tamilas does. Team Tamilas looking to close this map off right here, right now. Trying to back pop by Zoid, looking to push into side A. Team Tamilas want to finish this off quickly. Not give Purpose a chance. Zoid finds one onto Blitz, gets pulled back by Jiren though. Now Jiren throws out the boombot, looking for Team Tamilas. Spike isn't down just yet, but Team Tamilas, they've swamped onto the site. Now behind them, Kazuya on the flank is taken down by Rafa inside. Dave and Jiren though finding multiple kills, making it 3v2. Spike is planted and it's 2v2 right now. Purpose fighting for their life.
Purpose are fighting for their lives, of course. This is match point, and they need to show up big. But Jin has his phone number, calls him up, takes him down, and Zoid comes in from the shower angle, taking down the Sova as well. That is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. And Team Tamilas move on to the round of 16.
Team Tamilas moving on to the round of 16. It started off a little slow, but the pace, when they picked it up, the pace at which the map went by was absolutely fantastic to see from Team Tamilas. 4-3 to 12-3. That one round where Zoid and Jin clutched it through. If that had gone in the way of Purpose Esports in a thrifty round, I think the entire map goes differently. But Zoid, 27 kills, 444 ACS, absolutely dominated Purpose Esports in this matchup. For Purpose Esports, I have to say, the scoreline does not reflect the potential the team has, and I'm looking forward to seeing the team in action once again. But we'll look back through this map itself with the Relive the Moment, brought to you by Ideapad Gaming notebook, powered by AMD Ryzen Series 4000 processors, perfect for gaming and multitasking. Now, what I want to ask you, Aggressive, is Zoid, he just seemed to be on a completely different level. I think that was one major difference, but the second was in defense. Every time Team Tamilas had to push onto B, Zoid, he stayed in A. He believed in his teammates. This we did not see from Purpose. There was always quick rotations coming out, which Team Tamilas took advantage of.
That is very much true. And as a top level team, you need to have that level of trust in your teammates. Yeah, one person can go 1v5. Nothing is going to happen to them. That is a level of trust that Zoid had on every single one of his teammates, and I want to see that coming out from Purpose as well as they're going to be moving forward. Purpose as a team had a lot of potential, but I'm going to ask you this: what do you think they lack, especially on the defensive rounds?
I think the biggest idea that Purpose needs to work on is individual roles, because even in the attacking rounds, they had one play that they tried to run back again and again and again, and that play worked in the first half. The idea they were trying to work towards was they want to play it slow, they want to look for picks, and then they want to commit to a site in the mid to late stage of a particular round. That Team Tamilas, they just downloaded in the first 5 to 6 rounds, and after the first 5 to 6 rounds, Purpose, they did not seem to have an answer for how to adapt when Team Tamilas had already adapted to their gameplay. So I think all Purpose really needs is just practice, keep playing together as a team, and you'll build up that innate understanding of what the different things you're able to do when a team is answering your plays, the different ways you can adapt, and I think Purpose will come back stronger as a team.
Purpose just needs to play a lot more of those off angles, I would say. Like, we have seen multiple different off angles come from Zoid, come from Jiren, come from a lot of the different players, and they just played Valorant in a way that you don't really expect. Like, a lot of unexpected plays, a lot of aggression. For example, like, they're just running everyone down coming out from the back of side. For example, like, if you want, during a lot of those pushes onto Hookah, we see Rafa just immediately dashing in onto the side, using the tailwind and through the smoke, getting like a double kill on the side. And Zoid just comes in and he's like, oh, I'm here as well, flashes out of Hookah and just immediately runs everyone down. That is a type of play that you need from both of your duelists. The Phoenix is not really the person that has to enter. Even the Jet can enter, cause a lot of distraction, and when the Jet enters, he needs a level of distraction as well. Otherwise, he's just going to be stuck in his smoke, not going to be able to do anything, and that all comes into play in the long run. And Team Tamilas have that under their belt, and Team Purpose, now that they know what to do, now that they know how to do it, they just need to practice it and perfect.
Yeah, for Purpose, I would say they should be proud of the strides they made in this tournament. Made it to the top 32 stage and only went down to a top 5 team. Purpose definitely a team with a ton of potential to boot. But Team Tamilas, the 5th place team from Series 2, now looking to crown themselves champion in Series 3 with that bigger prize pool in mind. We'll see how far they are able to go as they move on to the round of 16. Now that was game 3 from us. Today there's 3 more games to come, just 50% of the action done, folks. But we'll take a small break, set up for game 4. In the meantime, if you want to grab some popcorn, get some snacks for yourself, get ready for the next map coming up. We'll be seeing you there. In the meantime, there are a bunch of discount codes that we've set up for you for monitors down in the description below. Make sure you check that out. But we'll be back with game 4 at about 8 p.m. So get some snacks for yourself, get ready, and we'll see you there.
day goes by so fast, and every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. The most of this night, come on baby, take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're young, I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. take my hand. And we don't need to do the things we don't wanna do.